And we're live. Hey, yo. Pause that. What up, Vision? Let's go, boys! Modern Warfare reveal. What up, Xavier? Let's go, boys. Vildum? What's up? Being reviewed, is there being revealed right now? Yeah, in, what time is it? 12:37, so 23 minutes. 23 minutes, it's going live. "23 minutes. We're going to stream the whole thing. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to react live. Should be a good time. Doing good, man. How are you? Just eating. Get some food in before we, before this thing starts up. Alright, give me 2 seconds to tweet this out. I will! The hashtag. Oh, probably put the link in there, huh? Based on the reveal, I'm thinking about taking the whole week off from work. I've seen gameplay. Gameplay got leaked early on Reddit. I got to take a look. It's pretty dope. It's pretty good. Clickbait. Clickbait. Interesting. Interesting. As things as we're going to be watching the reveal live. Yeah. Okay there, Yippee. I just got everything off because I got the Twitch pulled up and I just there's no point of showing anything. I'm literally gonna pull it up once I'm just waiting for the Call of Duty channel to go live. But there's nothing to show right now. So what up, Jacko Mods? What's up, man? Renting an Airbnb and playing. Hey, dude. Hey, that ain't a bad thought. You know what I'm saying. You might get me to come out. Just throwing it out there. Good idea. What up, Ash Clapper? What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Nothing's pulled up right now. I know, I'm not just streaming my face the whole time. I'm just waiting for the Call of Duty channel to go live on Twitch, and then we'll pull that up and we'll check out the reveal. But there's literally nothing to show right now, so I mean, unless I pull up somebody else's Twitch, and then that doesn't make any sense. I don't think you guys want to watch me react to watching Hitch react to Modern Warfare, so it's about all I got at the moment. What's good? What's good? Oh, hold on. Let me turn this. I got copyrighted music and like non-copyrighted stuff all in the same. So I need to be careful. This is YouTube. I got stricter rules over here than on Twitch. Modern Warfare reboot. Hey, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm feeling better about this one than I have in past years, so. I got my bold prediction for this year is this will be the most popular COD since BO3, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I got to watch gameplay. I got to watch gameplay on Reddit. Or off of Reddit. The Gaming Revolution, who's the guy that's been putting out all the leaks for Modern Warfare, streamed it stupidly. He got a copyright strike for it. Don't know what he was thinking. But he streamed somebody put gameplay up on Reddit. Early gameplay. They weren't supposed to. They got taken down within like 5 minutes, but got to watch the whole 10-minute thing, and it looks pretty good. It's definitely interesting. The night maps are something that are going to be very interesting. I don't know. I need to play it. It's one of those CODs I need to play. You can look at most CODs, I feel like, and get an idea of what they're like, but you know, with this one, I feel like I got to play it because there's a lot of different stuff, but it looks pretty dope. Should remaster BO2? I hope they remaster BO2 at some point. Shit. I hope. Oh, what else we got here? $21 people in this bitch. What the hell? What? That's insane. Welcome, welcome, viewers. Sure, nothing's new. Looks good. Where's it on Twitch? Whatever Call of Duty's channel is. Call of Duty. I'm gonna be pulling it up here in just a minute. Once it goes live, I'm literally waiting for the Call of Duty Twitch to go live, and I'll be pulling it up, and you guys can watch along with me. But it ain't up yet. It ain't live yet. But it should be up any minute. I think probably like 15 minutes before or something they'll go live. Which edition should I get? I have enough for all three. I made a video about all the different pre-order versions of the game. If you want to watch that, I guess it'll be a little bit more formal than me just kind of explaining it. But, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, basically, all the DLC, the post-launch DLC for this game is going to be free. So you won't have to, like, pay for a season pass to get all the DLC maps this year. It's all going to be free. So it's not really as worth it to get the higher-up editions, like you would earlier, to get a discount on the season pass. So basically, there's the Operator Edition, which is $80 rather than the standard $60. You get a bit of cosmetic customization if you care about that. And then the $100 edition just has all of that plus some COD points. So it's totally up to you. What you feel like you're going to use as far as extra stuff in the game, go for it. But you don't... I will not recommend a higher edition if you don't care about that stuff, because it's not super important. It's really not. I got the $80 edition because I kind of like some of that cosmetic stuff, but it's not like it's not super necessary. Yep, I agree, Vale. I agree. Just go with the standard. That's what I would advise people to do. Unless you care about all that extra cosmetic stuff, go for it. If that's what you want, if you know you're going to be using COD points in the game, and you want to get a little bit of a discount on it, then go for it. But man, it's seriously not that worth it. This is Call of Duty's. Our thoughts on the kill streaks and no mini-map. No mini-map I got to see for myself. I watched holy shit, we got 40 people in here. What's up, guys? Welcome. Damn, son. Damn, son. I got to see the no mini-map. I've seen gameplay. I watched a little bit of gameplay. It doesn't look like it's going to be that bad, but I think I want to play it and kind of see how it works. I think if there's enough backlash, they'll add it in. But kill streaks look really good. The list got leaked on Twitter if you want to go check that out. Yeah, kill streaks instead of score streaks. What up, Michael Gaming? Yep, there's a little short, less than a minute teaser on. Let me make sure. I gotta watch my music. I usually just let it roll when I'm streaming on Twitch because it doesn't matter. But here I gotta watch it. Yeah, there's a little bit less than a short video on Game Informer if you want to watch that. If I want to watch you on Twitch, what's your Twitch at? Hey, perfect time for a plug at Schmitty2323 on Twitch if you guys want to check out any future Twitch streams. Actually, if you go follow over there right now, it'll pop up on screen because I have my Streamlabs linked with it. The Juggernaut kill streak sounds OP. It's a 15 kill. Which COD game should I get for Christmas? I mean, we're all here for Modern Warfare, right? I mean, shit. What up, that guy? People getting triggered over one of the streaks. I mean, we all got to see stuff. I mean, it's easy to react to stuff right now, but just, chill out and we'll see some stuff. We'll see what happens. Yep, on Game Informer. It's like a 45-second quick teaser. There was a full, 10-minute gameplay on Reddit that I got to see. I only got to watch it in 720p, but it's pretty dope. Okay, is Call of Duty going to go live? Less objective play. We'll see. All the gameplay I've seen, people just play so slow, and I don't understand why. But about to buy Black Ops 4. That's not a popular opinion around these parts. It's on Twitch. It will be on Twitch. Yep, I'm waiting for the Call of Duty Twitch to go live. At some point, it's supposed to go live. We're literally 14 minutes from the reveal. So, when does the reveal start? About 13 minutes from now. And I'm waiting for the damn Twitch thing to go live. Hope they make it 1080p. They should. I am waiting for Call of Duty to go live, and I don't know why the F they won't. They're literally not live yet. Why? I don't understand. 55 people? What the hell? Insane. Welcome, viewers. If you guys are new, looking forward to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty Modern Warfare, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We will be covering it all. I feel one fun stream to watch. Everyone else is boring. Yeah, some people just, I think, just do it for the viewership, which I mean is smart. Put it up there to get the viewership. But they just stream the stream, or they'll talk a little bit. I've seen some of those before. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing. Sub hype. Let us go. Opinion on the looks of the movement. It's tough to tell. The gameplay I've seen, people play like freaking pussies. They don't move, they don't run around. So, I mean, it's tough to tell. It's going to be a little more realistic. It's not going to be, crazy Black Ops 4 movement or anything. Or definitely the advanced movement games. But Call of Duty, are you going to... It is on Call of Duty's, right? I'm not stupid and I'm missing something here. Let me check. Check Twitter. Let me check Twitter. When to start? About 10 minutes. A little over 10 minutes. Send the link for the stream. I mean, you're in the stream, bro. You're in the stream. You're here. Welcome. I don't see this link. It's COD's Twitch is just... Okay, nobody else sees it either. Okay, I'm like, dude, where the hell is this thing? I'm freaking out because it's dude, we're 10 minutes. Think they'll have a beta? They'll have a beta. They're having a beta. There's no way they don't. I've heard some rumored... Holy shit, 74 people! What the hell? Oh my god! Welcome. Welcome, viewers. Yeah, they'll have a beta. Hopefully end of August. But I'm hearing a bunch of different dates. So, who knows? They'll have a beta. They can't not have a beta. So. They can't not have one. Where the F is the stream? People having gameplay. Dope. Cool. Oh, yeah, it's going to be on Twitch, everything. It's going to be right here. But, yeah. Hello, Nico. Yeah, they're supposed to announce the beta at the end, as far as I know. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. BO4. Hey, everybody's got their different opinions. I like Blackout, but that's about it. I'm BO4. Not a big fan of the MP. But, Hey, just check the sub count. We're over 3,700. Thank you guys so much for hitting that subscribe button. We're back on 3,700. Lego. Appreciate it. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button while you're here. Have a bunch of Call of Duty info, videos, and stuff going out once this thing gets revealed. I just shook my whole desk and my camera just shook. Sorry. I'm hyped. Call of Duty, please go live for the love of God. People are getting tired of seeing my face. There it is. There we go. Okay, we're pulling this up. Let's go to the main. What's going to work best? You guys let me know down in the chat. Do you want it probably down here would probably be the best? I would think that'd be the best. Where's the stream? It's right here, bro. It's right here. We're pulling it up. Oh, but that let me put it up here so you guys can see the clock. Let me put it up here because there's a clock in the bottom right. Yeah. So you guys can see that. 82 people. What's good? Saw the precision strike in some elite, reminded me of the way. Apparently there's a Harrier too. I didn't see the Harrier, but apparently there's a Harrier. I'm not sure. Here you go. Can you guys hear that? Why is it so quiet? Let's go 1080p. So you guys can... That's not good. I'm streaming this straight off my Xbox, by the way. It was the best way I could get, like, good quality and, like, everything else. Think there's going to be a battle royale? There's supposed to be a battle royale, yes. There's supposed to be a battle royale. Yep. There is supposed to be one. According to the Gaming Revolution, who's had all of his other leaks proven right so far. So, like, literally everything that man has talked about has gone live, so. Give me 1 second. What up, Confident Noob? A BO4 MP at its core, but the special spam's annoying. Yeah. Agreed. Oh, 7.5 minutes. You guys ready? It's gonna be dope. I hope. I think I'm gonna move the face cam to the bottom right once this goes live, but I just want you guys to be able to see the counter. I just want you guys to be able to see the counter when it of the reveal, so. I saw the leak gameplay. I saw it, Willie. I saw the leak gameplay. Imagine your Wi-Fi. Dude, I'm going to be so pissed. We got a lot of people in here. We're all watching the stream. It does look sick. It was only in like, why my mind just went blank. 720p. It was only in 720p when it went live, so. Anyone know what the max level? I haven't heard anything on max level. Any of that stuff. I'm just checking Twitter and stuff, guys, seeing what else is going down. Don't miss anything. What up, Jameson? What's going on? Just making sure we're good. Won't miss anything. Ninja made an announcement. I wonder what that's about. Apparently he's made some big announcement today. Hey, that was the official stream. Someone made some food. The stream was taken down. What stream was that? Was that the Call of Duty stream? Why didn't they get an invite? You know? Who knows? I saw some people around my size get invites too, and I was like, damn, I missed out. That sucks. Vehicles on the large maps? Yeah, there was an ATV. So apparently there's a large map playlist in the game. They're going to have massive maps that are going to be 20v20. So it's going to be like this massive game mode. There's only a few maps for it right now. They'll probably bring more. And then Ground War is 10v10, and then the standard MP is 6v6, which there's no way they're going to have vehicles in that. So, talking about crossplay, they're talking about, from what I know, they're talking about like no season pass. They're talking about crossplay and some of that stuff. I hope this volume goes up when the stream starts, because this shit is quiet. 100 versus 100? I heard that might be in the Battle Royale, but I'm not sure. Holy shit, Adam with the 10 bomb. Holy hell, thank you for the super chat. Holy hell. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. If it's mediocre, still be better. You know, a lot of people just like modern COD better. I'm hyped for some modern COD. We haven't had it in so long, so I'm down for that. Down for that. Dude, I swear to God, if this volume's quiet, I'm going to be so pissed. Be so pissed. Welcome, viewers, to the stream. It's going to be starting up here in about 4 minutes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with all Call of Duty Modern Warfare stuff, because as soon as this reveal's done, probably going to be cranking out some videos about all this stuff, so make sure to sub to stay tuned. I'm really concerned this is not louder. This is concerning me. Holy shit! Will, my man, with the 15! Holy hell! Have my babies, he says in the chat. What is good? Holy shit. Apologies for the language, but my damn. My damn. Is what a bad thing. Noob, is what a bad thing. Hopefully they don't censor. So there was a rumor about a mission got taken out. I even think I talked about it in a video. That a mission got taken out. It didn't get taken out. It got reworked. So basically now it's like a cutscene. There used to be a choice to, like, you could kill somebody in a mission. And it was apparently it was pretty bad. So, oh my God, Adam with the 20. What the hell are you guys doing? Oh my God, we got a dono war in the chat. What is going on? Holy I gotta watch my language. I'm getting too excited. We got Modern Warfare reveal. We got a live stream up in here. There's almost 100 people in this bitch. Holy hell. We getting dono wars. Damn. Old style copper. No, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. Not at all. Hope that the operators are not... No. So there's one thing that's been talked about in the leaks. Of specialists. They're not specialists. They're called field upgrades. So these are going to be things like a trophy system. That's going to be like a deployable shield that you can set in front of you. Nothing that's going to be that big. There's like a recon drone. These are called field upgrades. You get them like you would specialists, but they're really simple things. I think one of them is a tack insert as well. So like it's really like calm, normal stuff in Call of Duty. It's not like seeker drones or any specialist weapon or anything like that. So 40 bomb where you at, Adam? Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him. He might. Oh my God. Will with the $20.01 donation. Jesus. Oh my God. This is insanity. Save your money, fools. Save your money. Oh my God. Save the money. Only boots on the ground type. Boots on the ground. Yeah, it's boots on the ground. Heard you talk about the first mission. Sounded really tough. That's not even the one I'm talking about. There was like a... There was something else. There was another mission in there. So. Oh my God, we got a minute 20. I swear to God, if this is not louder... He's my daddy, Will said in that super chat. Dear God. Insanity. Insanity. Like I said, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Drop a like on the stream. Get it out there. Get people in here. We got 1 minute. We got a chat going? Oh, they do have a chat going over on the side. That's going to be toxic as F. Oh, no. Go back in it. No, I don't want the chat. I don't want that chat. That chat's toxic. Better be worth missing my show. Show cheaters. If they're muting the audio on any channels, they better... Shut up, Adam. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They better not. Can't afford any more. Don't spend any more money. Dude, this better get louder. I'm assuming it's quieter because of the fact that they normally play the audio super loud. Kiss you on the mouth. Hey, tempt me with a good time. Shit. 5, 4, 3. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's going. Oh no, we want it down here. Oh, they're already putting out disclaimers. Oh my god, you guys can't hear this. Why is it so quiet? It's so damn... Shit. Here's the trailer. I literally can't make this louder. Oh my god, no. I literally can't make this louder. They have it so quiet. Alright, I'll shut up. Ring the volume. What the fuck? What? They won't turn it up. Turn up the volume, Call of Duty. I know, they won't turn up the volume. I can't hear shit. Turn it up. Oh, I know how you guys can hear it. Give me one sec. Oh, I would have to turn the stream off. Are you kidding me? I could get you guys to hear it, but I might have to turn it off real quick. Just for like a split second. Let me do that real quick. I'm not... It's a nuke! We got a nuke! We got a nuke! You guys should be able to hear it now.
Pre-order and get early access to the open beta.
September 12th?
Hello,
Is that what that said?
Maven!
Maven!
Multiplayer gameplay premiere. I will be your host, Clint Maven Evans, and joining me for this spectacular day, Benson Bow. Buddy, that trailer. Wow.
There was so much action in that trailer. I'm struggling to digest. This is the first time I've actually got to watch the whole thing. That is awesome, and I'm not sure if you caught it right at the very end. The card, open beta as well. I'm so excited. We've obviously played it a little bit, but now we get to actually jump in and play so much. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, our lives are going to cease to exist for a good amount of time during that beta for sure. And then also one of the things that hit, like the beta is coming, and there's been talk of crossplay coming into this, but that's actually going to be available for the beta, Ben.
I can't wait for that. You're going to have console to console, console to PC, everything right
Crossplay
at your
for the beta?
fingertips for open beta. I couldn't be more excited.
This is going to be incredible. Now, Ben and I are going to be breaking down a lot of the action today, but we're going to have a lot of people in here with us going through it all. And to kind of start it off, we've got some of the members from the Infinity Ward team. We've got Jeffrey Smith. We've got Joe Seacott. Gentlemen, how you doing?
We're doing great. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on.
I'm excited. Thank you so much. This is going to be awesome. So I want to kind of, before we get into the gameplay, and we've got a lot of stuff to bring you, I kind of want to get into the basics of the philosophies behind Modern Warfare. So obviously this was a tough task, right? You're going with one of the most famous FPS games in the history of video games, and you guys are reimagining it. Jeff, how difficult was that just to get started?
Yeah, it was a big thing to get over your head. So just as single player, I kind of thought of it as a reimagining. We took it as kind of this mental exercise of thinking of it as making a whole new game and kind of stripping stuff down and really questioning everything.
On September 12th.
But we really had this phrase called fresh but familiar. How much stuff do you take from previous games, and how much stuff do you make all new, right? And if you go with the old stuff, it's just going to feel like a remastered, maybe. But if you just make new stuff, you're not going to have that DNA and the nostalgia that fans have. But
Yeah, I will say the Modern Warfare name to many Call of Duty fans, I mean, that's a historic one, right? Is there any pressure internally when you decided that this was going to be the name of the game where you're like, well, that's a lot to live up for?
Yeah, there was a lot of anxiety early on.
Little pressure.
Nope, didn't miss anything.
Small amount, right?
Didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Missed the trailer a little bit. I had to redo it because it was
Not-
quiet.
Not a lot of
But
sleep,
We're
I'm
fine.
sure, in
It's
the
good
ramp
now.
up to this.
Yeah.
It's finally time. And one of the big things that you'll note as well from the trailer, boots on the ground, a phrase which means a lot to Call of Duty fans.
Yeah, I mean, we set out to make a legitimate military shooter right from day one, but we also wanted it to be fun, right? Our game's still really fluid. You can still slide and shoot. Our mantle is super fast. Like, the game just feels really good to play. We're really happy with how it turned out.
Love that.
And this is, you mentioned
so much
you know,
crap
not
going
being
on
a
Twitter
remaster.
right
This
now, I
is a
can't even keep up.
reimagined experience.
Yes.
Jeff, can you kind of talk to me about what that entails, reimagining this for a new generation of gamers?
Well, it's like I said, you're taking old stuff, you're taking new stuff, and you could maybe say this is like a love letter to Modern Warfare.
I like that. I like that.
We've sampled stuff
Okay.
from all the different past games. We kind of put little Easter eggs in, and from systems to map stuff to weapons. We really try to cover all the kind of favorite stuff.
Well, how difficult of a balancing act, I guess, is that? Pleasing fans that maybe grew up with this. It was their childhood favorite game in which they put thousands of hours in.
Yeah.
And then the new generation, which maybe isn't as familiar with the title and trying to appeal to the new gamers. It's got to be tough, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of a line we had to toe as we were making this. Is it infinite?
Yeah, these
sprint?
donuts are from today, yeah.
Is it
Adam
a
and Will went
cooldown
wild.
sprint? Is it how far does the slide?
You probably have a million little
It's
conversations
just
like that.
So many little things, and how do you kind of know where you're gonna go? So.
Yeah.
One of the keys for me is the map design, right? That's something that you kind of touched on a little bit there. But from my experience playing, you've done such a good job of having the close quarter fights, but as well, if you're a fan of sniping, you can still have those long range fights.
Keeps going
How
nuts.
hard has that been? Just getting the maps themselves.
That's going to let Jeff handle that one.
He's a map guy. He's a map guy.
Well, it's tricky. I think, we always make maps that we try to support every playstyle. We have all these guns.
Here we go.
And we want to make sure that there's a place for
Some maps.
snipers, there's a place for close quarters. But in recent games, the titles have been more kind of arena shooter-ish. So you can kind of rely on these kind of symmetrical 3-lane maps. But when we're trying to make a realistic environment, and you take that realistic environment and you put it on this kind of symmetrical layout, the brain just kind of rejects it and doesn't really feel real. So for us, it's more about freestanding buildings,
Okay.
kind of, and the power positions that those create. And this actually kind of is very similar to how real military moves through places. They take a key location, and it's usually on a crossroad, and it has these sight lines that gives them an advantage. So that's how we it's kind of the backbone to all these maps, and it's really the way TDM actually would work well, because there's no really objective. But once that guy on a third story, pops you,
Yep.
you have a goal in life, you want to go get him. And so we've really built a lot of mechanics around those freestanding
Hidden
buildings.
secret TDM right there.
And do you think, I guess, with this kind of the way you've been looking to design these maps, a lot of talk about the variety of gameplay you're trying to bring to this experience of Modern Warfare. Has that allowed you to reach kind of new heights when you just speak to a variety of gunfights, a variety of action within these maps?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can even look at our maps from a scale standpoint, where we have the gunfight maps, and then we go all the way up to larger player scales. You're going to be playing 20v20 today in one of our battle maps.
Holy hell.
Yeah. And then
20v20 confirmed?
And then we have a bunch of new mechanics in there, but we also have new ways to play, right? We have the night vision gameplay you saw in the trailer, and that's just a completely different way to engage with Call of Duty, right? Everyone has night vision goggles. They have infrared lasers that they aim with, but anyone else in a night vision goggle set in nods can see that laser. And so you have this cat and mouse gameplay, and we've had a bunch of things in the game that really freshen up the Call of Duty experience.
I'm kind of curious just from the developer standpoint, because as fans and viewers, you don't see it as much, and we don't either from your brains. But when you have a franchise that's been along as long as Call of Duty, and it feels like you've tried so many different things, what's the process like to try and find those new tidbits where you can still surprise people?
It's really interesting at the
Yeah,
beginning. I
these
have
are
that
great
feeling
maps.
at the end
Yeah,
of each game
maps
where
look
I'm like,
dope.
okay, we put everything into this. What the hell do we do next?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
what do you do next?
But this game, we had the opportunity to draw from, real military and things that they would do, and that is where like the night vision gameplay stuff came from, and the doors and things like that. We have
The night vision
a
gameplay is
big,
insane.
I guess, a suite of functionality for doors and how you interact with them that really changes up the flow. And you think
Can't
about it,
aim
it's just
down
a door.
sight, you use
But I
a
also
laser,
think that,
and you have night vision
when
on
you
the
have a
whole
franchise
time.
that's been around this long, you
It's
gotta have
nuts.
so much features and mechanics up in the attic. That was the kind of point of us trying to strip stuff down and
That's
really
true, yeah.
question the stuff that we were putting into it. So every single thing we put into the game, we really looked at, analyzed, tried to make better, or make a better version of that stuff, just to kind of force us to get away from preconceived notions of what Modern Warfare is or Call of Duty is, and just spark new ideas.
And we had a goal with every change we made. We talked about, like, we wanted to add more depth and replayability to each firefight, and that's kind of how we look at each change that we put into the game.
That makes sense. And obviously, when you have a franchise that's been around for so long, you have fan favorite weapons, I'm sure.
Can't believe they brought Maven
there's
and
maybe
Benson
some new
how they do
weapons, and
this.
That's
That's
the one thing
crazy.
from the trailer and playing. There's a lot of variety, a lot of unique different weapons in the game.
Yeah, we have a bunch of classic guns. We have a bunch of new ones, like standard issue guns that are the military is using now, and that's how we stay relatable, modern, authentic. And we'll dig into it in a little bit with the gunsmith stuff, but we also stripped our weapon systems down completely, how we do recoil, how we do bullet travel through the world, and to add more
Real
depth.
projectiles?
Yeah, we added projectiles to our guns. And we did it in a
Yes,
way
we're
that
expanding
in close
first on my
quarters it
pipes
still
now.
feels
I don't
like
know.
Call of Duty.
I don't know.
Feels really tight, but then when we have our big battle
don't know
maps,
about
we have these
exclusivity.
long-range engagements, there's this new layer of depth of, like, do I have to lead my target a little bit? What caliber weapon am I using? Is it going to penetrate this surface? And so we feel like we've really elevated Modern Warfare.
Well, when it comes to the weapons, and one of the key things I think with any Call of Duty title is kind of the progression, right? As you unlock different attachments, whatever it might be. How is this going to work? Because one of the things that's been highlighted a lot has been how it all kind of works together, right? This unified progression. Joe, can you speak to that within Modern Warfare?
Yeah, I mean, we really wanted to, what was the saying that our creative director said? Like, we have people. Continuity and consistency was one, right? We wanted, the guns that we were using in the campaign to feel just like they did in multiplayer and in Spec Ops. And then when you're talking about progression, we didn't want, people to be like, I'm a Spec Ops player, or I'm a multiplayer, MP player, or I'm a campaign player. We wanted you to be a Modern Warfare player. And so when you're playing with your weapons in Spec Ops and you're actually progressing through Gunsmith and unlocking attachments, that correlates or translates right back over into
That's very
into
cool.
multiplayer.
That's awesome.
Very, very cool.
I like that a lot. And it's worth mentioning as well, one thing that we found out yesterday, there's no season pass this year. How is that
No
gonna
season
work?
pass.
It's going to work great. Everyone's gonna
It's going to be awesome.
I like that.
Well, that's the big thing, right? Everybody, in previous games, you've kind of gotten the map pack here, and he's gotten the other one.
Right,
Everybody
right.
just starts kind of deviating. We
Yeah.
want to keep everybody together. We want that content to be
No season pass.
there for everybody, and continue it on through seasons as we go.
And when you say there
love
for
free
everyone,
content.
you mean free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely free.
Free content.
Yes.
I like that.
Free.
For
There you go.
Free for everybody. That is awesome.
No, that is fantastic to hear. But no, it's been
says
fantastic.
free content
You
up
guys
there.
aren't
Sorry,
off
my
the
face
point yet.
game's in
It's
the way
been
for some
great
of
kind
this.
of diving into the high-level philosophies of stuff, but to kind of show more of the in-game and how stuff's going to play out. We want to get into creative class. I'm going to introduce Ashton Williams. She's going to be with us from Infinity Ward as well. Ashton, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm super. I am doing absolutely
Oh, dang.
fantastic today. I'm very excited for a glorious day of Modern Warfare.
I mean, I'm surrounded by streamers. I got Doc to my right over here.
Hey,
We're
Doc.
showing multiplayer.
You've got Courage close to you, though, and he's one of the loudest human beings on the planet, so I'm hoping that you're going to be able to get through. Hey, Jack, what's up, buddy? I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put him up front. I thought he'd be like in the back pocket, like out deep.
We're going to hear him all today. But Ashton, I want to get to
Free and
business.
COD.
Obviously,
Hey,
the
they're
creative
doing it.
class system, the operators.
doing
I
it.
think that's the first thing you have to decide, right?
yes, I mean, the operators are purely to make you feel like a badass when you get into the game. So when you first load up, you'll see we've got back to the factions.
Oh,
so we've got
damn.
the Coalition, respectively, on
Here's
the
the
west
in-game
and the
screen.
Allegiance on the east. And so you can kind of see my default kind of strike team here. And as you go in and actually select your operator, you can get a little. And this,
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
obviously we have some stuff locked here, but I'm gonna roll. I
Now,
think,
that
with
guy looks like a
Charlie.
badass.
D-Day.
They all look pretty badass. I like Zane personally.
Yeah, so my two favorites, Zane.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's got a tactical poncho.
Is that what that's called?
That's the, yeah. Before I
Oh
get
my
yelled at by
God.
Joel, it's not a cape.
It's not a cape?
It's not a cape.
Not a
It's
cape,
a tactical punch.
poncho. But moving forward from operators, the actual creator class system, this is where things get really, really interesting to me because the first thing to note, pick 10 is no more.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to keep it simple, And as Jeff said, we wanted to kind of move our complexity into gunsmith and keep the front, like, if you want to have a tactical, you always have a tactical. You always have a lethal. You're always ready for that.
Yeah, we're just trying to pick where the complexity is,
Yeah.
and so we're not asking too much of the player. And we want them to kind of really dig into the weapon and focus on that. So.
Well, where a lot of the customizable options comes is the gunsmith, and Ashton's going to hop in there for us. So this is new, and this is wild, and this is awesome. Can you guys kind of talk to me about what is special
What?
and very cool about the new
Even
gunsmith
the
feature.
poncho look, yeah.
Well, I mean, early
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
we really kind of
It's
decided
insane.
that, or realized that your weapon is the main character in MP, and it's what you use to interact with our world. And so we kind of just put all our chips in on this system. We had to convince the studio of this crazy endeavor, and we're averaging 30 to 60 attachments per weapon.
Yeah.
The 30 is on the pistols. It's a little harder to scrape by with some with all these attachments, but you just use the weapon.
They literally
and they
have like
unlock.
15
And,
optics.
And to
Holy
clarify,
hell.
for example, if you were to pick the AK-47, right, you can change that. Like, for example, you take the stock away, all of a sudden you have the AK-74U.
Actually, you can do a caliber change, short barrel, and get the AK-74U, and then you can actually do a drum mag, long barrel, muzzle brake, like ACOG, and make more of an RPD. Like you can really like
That looks
the guns
dope.
are really flexible.
Well, Ashton, what have you been building over there? What's your go-to?
I mean, I'm an AK player, or an AR player. I mean, we do have an AK on here. So I'm just making kind of a newbie class.
Actually, jump to that pistol that you have on that loadout, and then
So you get
then
5 attachments standard
go
on
to
every gun.
gunsmith
It does.
and then
There's no
toggle
pick
it,
10.
so we can rotate it around.
Doesn't matter how many you take. You can take up to 5
There it
attachments.
is. This is the sexy shot.
Does not take away
And
from
one thing
anything.
as well that I'm not sure if people at home actually caught, but you actually have perks on the guns as well now.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's kind of
Gun
we
perks are
kind of
back.
wanted a little get out of jail free card where we didn't have to put a physical attachment on everything, but you'll find a lot of
You get like sleight of hand.
fire select stuff in there.
Oh,
caliber
fire
changes.
select. Oh,
Yeah, things that you know we don't want to make something up.
So it's
right?
like the ones
here's
from
this knob on
MW3.
the side of the gun and it does this. So we wanted to have some things that were functional that weren't represented, but everything else, all the other slots, every piece is there, and we actually built all of the functionality based on real life, how it would affect the gun.
I feel like I'm gonna be like Tony Stark at Dask. The stuff that it looks like I'm gonna be able to do with this, like just endless
insane.
hours
You
of
turn the
customizing and finding the best
AK-47
setup,
into
what
the
you really like to
70-40.
use.
That's nuts.
It's sensational stuff. But I do want to chat then a little bit kind of about tacticals and lethals. So
There's
you
perks.
mentioned when it was going away from the pick 10,
Double
one of
time
the core
ghost,
things you wanted
cold-blooded.
here was to make sure you had that lethal and tactical. We'll start off in the lethal side
It
of
shows
things. It
tutorials.
looks like mostly fan
That's
favorites
cool.
from the overall series.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Thermite's
go
a
ahead.
new one. Yeah, the Thermite's a good one because you know we have vehicles in the play space, right? You saw in the trailer. we have
Thermites are
that light
back.
tank
Oh
and,
my
like,
god.
The Thermite's great. It's a fun tool. It throws kind of like a throwing knife,
That looked painful.
and it sticks, but it burns
Thermites
right
are
through
back.
vehicles. So it's a great counter to that.
Look at all the
Try to
lethals.
land one on a chopper that flies by.
Yeah.
This looks crazy.
You said that with a smile, like you've done that.
You can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then moving forward towards tacticals, I know you have a fan favorite one here. It's what, the snapshot grenade? How do you even come up with this idea of a snapshot grenade?
This was a funny story. There's actually my son got a toy. It was like a little ball, disco ball with a stick and 2 blades, and it actually will sense the ground and
sneeze.
not land, so it just kind of floats there. I actually the next morning ran and kind of snuck in and did a tactical door breaching.
Oh, so it's like a little,
I
okay.
threw it into-
If
I
you
threw
put it
into
on him, you
Joel's
see him through
office,
walls.
freaked him out.
Interesting.
And said, "Hey, let's do this." And so it actually goes in, it flies up, and kind of takes a snapshot of the room.
Okay.
And does thermal imaging.
Yeah.
And it's
cool.
kind of an evolution of the concussion grenade, giving you those hit markers.
Yeah.
So it just gives you that quick read.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And then what do we have as well? Let's talk about the perks. So perks are obviously back in the game. You talked about perks on weapons. This will be more of your standard perks. And double time, one of the new ones, because there's some changes right to the sprint options within Modern Warfare, correct?
So what double time does? Yeah, there is a big change. Double
Here's your
time. You know,
perks.
early on, we were like, do we do unlimited sprint? Do we do sprint with a cooldown? And in the end, we ended up with unlimited sprint. Feels good. It's user friendly. But we still wanted that kind of like tactical boost, that way to get from one piece of cover to another really, really fast. And so we added a thing called tactical sprint.
Okay.
And if you're moving forward and you click the stick twice, your gun actually comes up to signify that you're not engaging in combat. You're just sprinting. It allows you to move really fast for a short amount of time. And then
It's a risk reward, right?
It's
Like,
actually the oh shit.
Hey, Orton with the $4.99. That's cool as old man, but money's money. I appreciate the dono, man.
But kind of moving forward
Thank
from
you, thank you.
perks, the thing that excites me the most, kill streaks.
Yes.
They have returned
Yes.
for Modern Warfare, and there's
Here's the
a whole
streaks.
different host of them here, and
Oh my
some of them
God.
very, very exciting. Of course, the Juggernaut we saw in
It's
the
like a
trailer.
Pred.
Yes.
That
Or no, that's a
is
Pred missile.
badass, and I think you guys in rehearsal
Wow,
were
he
telling
went
me
through
that
those
there's like
fast.
music that plays as well when
He
you're in
went
the
through
Juggernaut
those
suit.
fast.
So when you get the Juggernaut suit, you hear metal music in your
that's
ears,
just cool.
and it's just like
That's just
it's
cool.
such a fun kill streak. It's just your moment to just be like, "F you, everybody."
yeah. Well, that's part of why I love that kill streaks were back. Like, when I get on COD, I want to go in, I want to dominate. It's about me dropping stats, dropping numbers, earning streaks, and This is one that'll be fun.
There's actually a funny thing. This actually plays in 3D space, so
Better
it'll
take me out
sound
to
like
dinner.
somebody's
You owe me
listening to,
money,
like,
fool.
music out of headphones.
You
Yeah.
owe
So
me
you'll
money.
actually be able to hear like the music coming out.
You still haven't paid me back yet.
Cool. I love that. And then the other one as well that we wanted to touch on was we saw it again in the trailer. Is like the tank.
Yeah, the light tank, the IAV. And this was another thing we pushed for to get kill streaks into the play space, and this is a cooperative kill streak. So one player mans the tank and the main cannon, and another player's up on top manning the 50 cal.
Okay, so you need.
And some of our bigger maps you can play.
Oh, so these are for the big maps.
And if you have it equipped, then we on a smaller map we'll swap you out with a smaller one we call the Wheelson.
Yeah.
Oh my
that
God, this
one's
is the tank.
scary.
I like the big one the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are only on the big maps, from what I know.
You like to go big,
Like the
Ben?
really big, like the
Absolutely,
20v20.
You know that.
Oh, I'm gonna dominate on this
Boom,
game.
boom.
I've got a feeling that is gonna be so fun. But all right, it's been
Orton
very
with
cool.
the
Dan actually
$9.99.
kinda showing
Is that
us
the
through
rest of it?
actual setup of it, but I'd love to actually hop into a game if we could and talk through some of the action, some of the new features within the
Appreciate the
actual game.
dono.
I believe we're gonna be hopping into headquarters is what we're gonna start things off
It
with.
returns.
Yes,
You
it
brought
does.
headquarters back.
Yeah.
Well, with all this work in the kind of freestanding buildings, you know,
Won't let you
and,
do even
we'll
amounts?
talk about it in some
Might be the
mechanics, we have
app or
all these
something, I don't know.
doors and stuff. Being able to defend a interior space gives us that kind of Black Hawk
Oh,
Down.
here we go. Here's
last
another
man
load in,
standing, because
like the
with headquarters,
infiltrations.
Of course, the defending team doesn't respawn, so it's down to
Right,
we show you how many are left, and it gets really high tension.
Before we dive too much into the new tactics and elements in the game, can we just talk about how goddamn beautiful it is? I mean, the big push before
Look at this.
you know, it's a new engine, right? Can you kind of talk me through what goes into that? Like, what is going to stand out to the new
This
player
is
against
nuts.
Modern Warfare?
I mean, we use a new technique called photogrammetry, and what we do is a lot of the art in our game is actually scanned, 3D scanned from real-world objects. We go like our.
You keep bringing me closer to Tony Stark stuff every time you come up with these things.
It's crazy. The whole process has changed, right? Like artists would sit in a room and they'd art a character, but now we have.
Hey, dude,
whole, I guess,
you want me to be quiet? Go
wardrobes
watch
that
some other
people
stream, bro.
wear, and like people
Ain't
drive
that fucking
along
hard.
the road and they find like a burnout car and they're like, "We found it. This is
Jeez.
awesome. Come here, bring the cameras."
Yeah.
That's so
Seriously,
cool.
yeah, we'll take gear and we'll actually throw it in a pool for a while,
Yeah.
so it gets like worn and beat up, and then we'll scan it so it looks more grounded and real.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a lot of that did it go into, we
Nuts.
touched on a little bit earlier, like the realistic environments. Was that part of the process as well, or how did you guys get in to make these look so realistic and so awesome?
Yeah, it's actually scanned
Hey,
real
Horton
world
putting that
things.
mod to
we
use.
scanned old burnt out cars, these little rubble piles, and we kind of have to work that in. And it was actually a big task for the art department to kind of have
bet
this
it was,
new
yeah.
workflow.
Hey, we got all these pictures. You guys are now have to create all of this.
Yeah. So that took a little while for us to kind of get up and kind of used to that system and really get rolling.
Game looks, as maybe said, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, Ashton,
And
come on.
one of the things that I do want to touch
Ashton,
on a
your
little bit
job's on the
is-
line here, just FYI. You know,
Way to put pressure on her here, Maven.
well, I'm just letting her know she won't have
But
a job anymore.
on the fly modifications, you can, I believe, what is it? When you die, you can actually go to where you're picking your class and modify things, and right there and then.
Yep, you can edit
In the
the
game.
game.
What a
Roll in game.
dumbass.
And
There we
it'll-
go,
Barely
Ashton.
talk. I thought so.
It
Like I'm
will,
trying to be quiet, but like I'm
it
here
will
to
actually
react
swap out
to it.
next time
So
you die.
Okay.
You can swap out any weapons. Early on, we were kind of unlocking attachments really fast.
Right.
We found it really fun to just unlock a new attachment, put it on, and go.
I was going to ask where that came from, kind of that idea, like where that started.
It was just we ramped up the earn rate on attachments, and we just kind of wanted to test it in game, and it just was this kind of cool, like I can hot swap things out.
It feels like there's just like a weapon playground now, like between the gun space and the game. Like it's
Yeah.
nuts.
One thing we didn't mention when we're going through the creator classes is field orders. And I saw Ashton actually got the field orders. Do you want
Field
to talk,
upgrades.
Oh, sorry, field upgrades. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what they are and how you came to bringing that into the game?
Sure, go.
Yeah, so we like the idea of a reward that players got kind of regularly, but we didn't want it to be like this kind of like I win button. Like, okay, it's super weapon clock.
I got this.
Yeah, so
I win now.
we looked for things that would help players support their team for the most part. It's not true for everything, but we have like the tactical cover.
Okay.
We have the trophy system. The tactical cover you can actually mount on with our new mount mechanic. So you can mount on the top of cover. The side gives you a significant recoil bonus. And then we actually, at the beginning of the game, we let you have one field upgrade, right? And you start
Okay.
working through them, and you have that field upgrade, you get to use it. And then at the end, we unlocked a pro
How'd she
functionality
die?
for that lets you bring in two. And so
Some
in
good
the
shots.
moment, in the match, you get to choose between these two. And so you
That's
might
awesome.
you might have an offensive field upgrade, like say a scout drone that goes up and actually scouts for your team to scout an objective, or you might have a trophy system. And so in the moment, you're like, I'm in headquarters. Am I defending a point or
That's
assaulting
awesome.
a point? Let me
So
choose.
it
which
gives you
one.
that variation.
Yeah.
depending
You
on
can
what's
open and
happening.
close that door right there too.
Tactical insertion has returned.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can open those
that's
doors.
also on a cooldown in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff.
Love that.
Funny little trick If your
Thoughts
buddy,
on the
and
time
this
to
takes
kill? I don't know
teamwork,
yet.
if your buddy puts
Sometimes
out
it looks quick,
a
sometimes it
recon
looks
drone,
slow.
you can
I
throw
don't know.
C4 on it.
Probably depends on the gun.
Yeah.
You can finish the rest of
Not
it.
sure.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be like Modern Warfare time to kill,
We
I'm
have to
sure.
get our chemistry.
Oh no! What's going to happen is I'm going to put the C4 on, then you're going to fly it into me. and then-
Probably, and then we're both gonna die.
Well, can we talk about some of
work on it. We'll work on
some of the maybe new combat mechanics that are going to be within this? There's different stuff you talked about. I kind of want to talk about the doors a little bit because I remember the first time when I was first hearing about it because I hit up. I think I was talking to somebody at Infinity Ward. I'm like, "Can you tell me like some of the new stuff for the game?" He just looks at me and goes, "Doors." And I was
Doors.
like, "What? What?" He's just like, "Doors." And I was like, "All right." But there is a very new feature that's very interesting and provides some kind of wild circumstances within gunfights. Can you talk to me about the changes to doors within Modern Warfare?
Yeah, so we like early on we put doors in, right, and let players kind of like pause a firefight. We're like, that's kind of cool, but they felt really, really basic. So we started to layer in kind of this experience, these new features. So we have a peek mechanic to let you saw in the
nice
trailer, open a
triple.
door slightly, throw a tactical in,
Is she
and then
playing
you can
bots?
melee the
I
door,
think
go
she's
in and
playing
clear
bots.
them out. And then we did some
Still doing
breaching,
nice.
and we're like, okay, what if explosives just
Yeah,
open
see, you can
doors?
shut
So
that door.
players can either throw C4, clacker the door open, or they can cook a grenade. And then we had a bunch of players, you know, whining about like, it's affecting the flow of the map. Like, this isn't how the map was built. And so we actually allow you to sprint through doors. So we have this kind of like suite of functionality around doors.
So you can be sneaky,
Yeah.
or you can just be loud.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, it's
exactly.
actually funny on this map on SD. One of the bomb sites is in this apartment building around the corner, and you can actually stack guys up on a double door. You can put a sniper pretty far back,
Okay.
and either they can do it or you can throw the nade from across the map, and the concussion will open the doors. You can snipe the guy that's probably going to be camping in the
that's
back,
elite.
and
Yeah.
everybody can kind of go in, and it's really fun.
I like that a lot. And, of course, we saw Ashton doing a little bit of weapon mounting as well.
Yeah.
But it's really kind of more specific. It isn't necessarily just like leaning.
Yeah, we didn't want the kind of like head glitchy kind of scenarios you get from like a lean anywhere mechanic, right? We didn't want those sliver shots. And so, but we really like the idea of bracing your weapon on surfaces. I mean, we talk to soldiers, that's what they do. You're carrying a big heavy gun, you want to stabilize that gun, or
Sure.
Getting
you know,
tired.
yeah. Those guns are actually they're pretty heavy.
So, no, there's a perfect
There you go.
example.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Ashton.
Ashton, you're on point. Thank you, Ashton.
You've been on point. You're going to get to keep your job. You've been good enough that
I hope so.
I've been impressed with what you've been able to do, but thank you so much for walking us through the creative class, showing us some of the combat mechanics during the game. Thank you for coming out. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Ashton. We appreciate you
one
coming
more
through.
thing- One more thing we should also point out that is for development for the past 2 years, we've always had this outline around squad mates, and it actually was broken in this build. But it's really important for our teammate awareness of spatial awareness of where they are. That didn't make this build, but we'll be putting out some 4K footage of gameplay after. It'll be in there. It'll also be in the beta.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah.
Like that a lot.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate
Cool.
you coming in, kind of talking high level about some of the great mechanics within Modern Warfare. Anything you want to say, maybe to your coworkers, fans, before you head out?
Yeah, we would like to say that we're lucky enough to be the ones up here kind of presenting this game, but there's a whole studio of people that really put their heart and soul into this game, and it really means a lot to us. So thanks for checking it out, and hopefully everybody has a good time.
Honestly, thank you
Yeah.
for joining us as well. The game we played, it's fantastic. Looks brilliant as well. You've done a really good job. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Joe, Jeff, thanks a lot. But guys, before we get further into the show, we have a lot more to show you. Upcoming, we are going to show you the Dark Edition coming for Modern Warfare. Let's take a look.
Joel, you're my favorite person.
Damn. That's the Dark Edition of the game. I think that's GameStop only. That might be on Amazon too.
Hello and welcome back. How awesome do we look?
I'm gonna be honest.
Ben, how awesome do we look?
These are actual night vision goggles, and I need everyone at home to realize
When I was a kid,
these are the real thing. These work.
I wanted for Christmas for years of my life to have night vision goggles, and now
These are amazing.
thank you so much to Joel Emsley, who
All
has
your
joined
dreams
us.
can come true now.
I have wanted these since a
Joel.
child, and you have made this a reality. I am so.
You never have to be
Excited.
afraid of the dark unless your enemies have these.
I just, Joel, I need you to realize I'm taking this home with me.
Okay.
Or is that okay with you?
We'll be all right.
I don't care if it is okay with you. I'm putting one of. They're coming with me.
They look great on you guys. It's a great accessory.
Does that look badass?
It puts the entire ensemble together.
How did
you look tactical?
You don't typically see somebody in a button down in night vision. Now you have.
You have to dress it up a little bit, dude.
Well, you talk to me a little bit about your role at Infinity Ward with the upcoming Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I'm the studio art director, and long ago when we did Modern Warfare 2, we did night vision goggles, and that was like almost 10 years ago. So when we went back to reimagine Modern Warfare, we knew that night vision was going to play a big role, and we decided to go after this again and see what we could do now. 10 years later, you can the tech is just crazy. These things are incredibly functional. We designed them to be our own part of our own universe. The labels on here are from a manufacturer that exists in the Modern Warfare universe. It's like a XRK it's a weapons manufacturer that does optics and stuff and gunsmiths. So it all ties together. We put it in the game. You see them wearing. Captain Price is actually wearing these. They're all over the place. And then we took them into the real world and made them work.
Because obviously the night versions of the maps, that's where these actually come into play, and that's what you're seeing here. I'm just so impressed that you actually managed to make these. How did that process even begin? How do you even say, all right, we're going to make night vision goggles? Yep, that's what we're going to do.
What do you mean?
How does it start?
It was fun. I mean, you start with an idea, and Nick Levisis is the designer at Infinity Ward, came up with a design, modeled them out, handed them off to, that was the design phase for the physical. And then we actually handed off to Jeremy Thurman, one of our artists, and he actually took that version and put it in the game. So it kind of went two ways, went into the universe of the game, and it went out into the real world. So
the Battle Pass, they should have one.
The Dark Edition. You get
you
actually
get.
Just talk about what's in there.
We were doing rehearsals yesterday, and we're in it, and we're going through the script, and I'm like, we're talking a lot about these night vision goggles. I'm like, these are so cool, but what does this come into play for the Dark Edition? Then you're like, oh, you get them. I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a whole basically almost a collector's edition.
Look at this. This has got to be
great stuff.
This has got to be the coolest edition of a game ever. It comes with night vision goggles.
And I want to point out that
there's a history in here too.
I was about to say that the operators, if I'm not mistaken, the all ghillied up pack and even all of them, that's some old school operators right there.
We went back in the archives. The original ghillie suit was made by Emilio Cuesta.
No specials.
And I phoned him up and I said, do you have the ghillie suit that you made for Call of Duty 4? And he says, yeah, I got it. And I'm like, can you send it to him?
Oh, that is so cool.
Let's put that in the game. And then the Crew Expendable, all ghillied up, and Warpig they're all pulled from Call of Duty 4. All the original props, we went into the warehouses and got that stuff going. So it's pretty cool to bring them into this game.
That is absolutely
no, I think pretty cool is putting it lightly.
Yeah,
this is one
looks
of the more awesome things I've seen. I'm not kidding. This is coming with me. I'm going to wear it everywhere.
Now you can hunt varmints in your
Imagine, I'm just going to walk up to like a McDonald's drive-through with this on my head. Like, I'll take 2 double cheeseburgers.
Yeah, and for safety, they fit on tactical helmets and all that good stuff. So they're pretty versatile and they work great. They have a short range and a long range setting.
That's incredible.
Automatically we'll switch to night vision. It'll pick up light, all that good stuff.
Well, and you saw at the bottom of your screen for just a moment there, but you can pre-order now at CallOfDuty.com. So if you want to get the Dark Edition, if you want to have night vision goggles and be as cool as Ben and I just were, you can do it.
I can't wait.
CallOfDuty.com.
Stealing these or permanently borrowing, Joel. Hopefully that's good.
Yeah, I think you can get away with it. If you run fast after this, those guys won't catch you.
I'm not very fast. I am not very fast. But this is awesome. This is very cool to see in the Dark Edition. Obviously amazing. Thank you so much for the insight on what went into kind of bringing these into the game and into the Dark Edition. But thank you, Joel, for joining us.
Thanks for
very, very cool. Thank you for designing these. And I do, as we say farewell to Joe, I kind of want to recap what we've been discussing. In case you're just joining us, let's go through sort of a quick rundown of everything we've just seen and discussed so far. So if you didn't see the trailer, you got to check it out immediately on YouTube. Also, for the multiplayer open beta, that is coming later this year, this fall. It's going to have crossplay. It's going to be incredible. Ben, we're going to spend a lot of time in the open beta.
I can't wait. And as you mentioned, crossplay for the open beta, that is going to be fantastic. We also talked a little bit about Gunsmith, all kinds of customizable weapons, as well as a ton of new maps.
Show some multiplayer.
And there's going to be an ongoing stream of free updates. So no more DLC. Free content following the launch this fall, which I think everybody is very pleased about. That's awesome to see out of Infinity Ward in the next upcoming title title for Call of Duty. And then the Dark Edition, which we just showed you. It comes with a set of night vision goggles, which we have in front of us. Look at these puppies. Pre-orders are live. You can get hooked up at callofduty.com. But we're moments away from the gameplay. So what this is all about, obviously, we wanted to have some time with the developers talking about the game and everything we're excited about and kind of where their thought process was behind the development of this. But we have, 36 streamers here from across the world.
Yes.
That they're going to be throwing down on Modern Warfare.
Yes, our close friends who I personally can't wait to roast. But, I mean, it's going to be insane. We talked a little bit about crossplay, obviously, and we'll see that. We'll see that as well. A couple of guys playing on PC, a couple of guys playing on console.
But first up, how we're going to show it off is going to be 6v6 gameplay. So we're going to see 4 new maps in a variety of modes, along with a special night version of one of those maps. Later, we're going to ramp things up with a couple of rounds of 10 versus 10, and the ramping up ain't stopping. How do you feel about 20 versus 20?
Syndicate.
It is going down. We'll get into a couple rounds of serious team deathmatch on the large scale with 20v20, and we'll wrap it all up by showing off the gunfight mode with a bit of friendly competition in a 2v2 exhibition bracket. So yes, it's friendly. These guys, they know each other, respect each other. But to wrap up the stream, they're going to be going at it, Ben.
It's going to be spicy. You guys are going to want to be right here on the Call of Duty channel, where we're going to be cherry picking the most awesome gameplay from all of our 36 streams. You're going to see the best of all the action right here. Trust me, this is the place to be.
It absolutely is. But before we get into that gameplay, the final bit of business I do want to get to is on a more serious note. The gameplay is incredibly important, but we would like to introduce you to a vital and inspiring charity that's helped veterans secure a high-quality job after their military service, and that is the Call of Duty Endowment. We're finding a high-paying, fulfilling job once they leave the service. It's a huge challenge for vets and their families. The Call of Duty Endowment has funded the placement. Ben, it's been more than 60,000 veterans since it was funded in 2009.
Yeah, it's a lot, and their current goal is getting 100,000 veterans back to work by 2024, and it can only happen if the Call of Duty community helps as well.
And every dollar you donate to the Call of Duty Endowment goes towards helping vets in both the U.S. and the U.K., Ben.
Yep, that's also very, very important. And now you have to love it. This dollar, every single dollar, 100% of your donations goes directly to endowment grantees. Everything directly to them.
And this is a tangible way to say thank you to our servicemen and women for their service. You can find more ways to help out at callofdutyendowment.org/help and follow them on Instagram at Call of Duty Endowment. But it's a fantastic cause. If you can be involved, please do. Yeah. But this is how the Call of Duty Endowment works, by getting our vets to work. Let's take a closer look at this amazing organization and their mission.
All right, guys, no offense to the vets. Full on respect. The COD Endowment is great, but I just got the beta schedule, and I kind of want to go over it real quick. So the beta will start weekend 1 is on September 12th. This is PS4 PlayStation exclusive. So you'll get the early access on the 12th through the 13th by pre-ordering. The open beta will be the 14th through the 16th. And then the next weekend will be the crossplay beta, which will have all the other consoles. 19th through the 20th for pre-order, and then 21st through the 23rd is open access. So that's on Charlie Intel if you guys want to read that. It was a little confusing, but that is the beta dates. So starting September 12th with pre-order on PlayStation 4, everything else to follow. So got a little bit of time to wait, unfortunately, but yeah, I did see Ninjas moving to Mixer. That's insane. What? Oh, here's the trailer again for those that missed it.
Going dark.
Hybrid setting.
target sighted. Raining fire.
Javelin. Let's go. The javelin. And the nuke.
Pre-order and get early access to the open beta.
That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the official launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're showing off multiplayer for the first time, and Ben, so far it has been wondrous.
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. Obviously, speaking to the developers it is massive. Gives us some insight, maybe some extra tips and tricks that hopefully some of our streamers have taken note of, because we're going to be critiquing their gameplay from now on.
Yeah, so this is where we get into the big chunk of the show. This is where we're going to have all these streamers out here playing the game. We're going to hop to various modes, and to join us to kind of break down the action, talk through the gameplay, we've got Joey Merc DeLuca.
Who complained about your talk? I don't know.
Wheeler.
He left.
How you guys doing?
The reason I was laughing is because I saw he after Orton kicked him, he went through and disliked all of my videos. So glad to see that guy's got a lot of useful time on his hands.
Like, it's cool to, as much as I'm excited to see the players play, it's really cool to hear from the developers.
What a loser.
It's hard, man. Like when we're talking with them, it's like you've been making these games for so many years.
I'm gonna try
like,
my best to
finding
keep quiet,
the
not
things, the way
interrupt
to change
anything, because I'm
things
trying
up,
to
the new
watch
maps,
it
the new guns.
like
It's
you
really
guys
cool to
are.
hear the
But
insight from Joe.
I am
and
here to
Jeff,
react to
I
it.
got a
So
feel for you guys. You got a little bit of hands-on with the game, but are you guys pumped to kind of see these guys give it a shot?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great players here. I can't wait to see how all the gun plays out, right? There's just so many new features that we're going to see here today, and I just can't wait to see it live in action. It's going to be a ton of fun.
I'm mostly excited to see the fails. I'm going to be.
That, honestly, yeah, we love a good fail every now and then.
Like, who's got that much
That's what
time?
they called it.
I'm bored.
I have a lot of those because am I the worst player on this desk?
Oh, probably, maybe Ben.
What? Disrespect me like
I had
that.
to throw you under the bus.
But now
Oh,
we're gonna
I'm not
see
being
a
quiet.
wide
I'm
array of
literally
maps,
trying to.
we're
I'm
gonna see a
trying
lot
to
of
watch
different
this like
modes
everybody
throughout
else
the course
is.
of this. And basically, it's 36 streamers, and we'll kind of be hopping from POV to POV. So obviously, we're not going to be able to capture every
I'm
single
super interested in
moment,
this
but we're gonna
stuff.
show
I'm
off
just trying
the
to
best
check
of
it
the
out.
best. And,
But
like we said earlier, it's going to kind of end
I'm gonna
in that
pipe up when I
bracket
react,
play, which
so.
should be interesting.
I think we all have a idea of who the best players here are going to be, and they're the
Maybe.
ones that we're probably going to spend
right,
the majority of the
exactly.
time
Like he was so
True.
interested
Is there
to watch the
anyone,
COD
anyone
premiere,
that
but
stands
instead
out?
decided to go through and
It's
dislike all the videos.
Yeah.
He's just so good.
Also, we got courage. We got
Yeah,
courage here.
Oh,
Want to
I'm an
give
idiot.
courage some
I
love.
think Teep as well, obviously, you know, Teep, a former professional Call of Duty player. We're going to be, you know, seeing how he does in the 2 versus 2.
Well, it's not just going to be us. So we're going to be on the desk kind of breaking down the action and talking through things. We've also got a couple folks with us to talk to the players and go
I'm
through
excited
it.
for crossplay.
First
It's
up,
gonna be dope.
It's going to be our pal, Christine Leahy. How you doing?
I'm good, Maven. How are you?
I have a lot of energy, which is a
I
problem
brought Christine
sometimes,
Leahy
but
from
I'm doing
ESPN.
well.
Are you out of your
Energy is
mind?
never a bad
What?
thing. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm really excited to meet you.
How did they
Kitty
make
Plays. I
that
haven't met
happen?
you yet. I see you're having a lot of conversations. You're talking a lot with your
That's
fans right now on your
Kitty,
stream.
right?
What are you most
Isn't that Kitty
excited about
Plays?
that you saw so far?
I think I'm excited for the
I think that's who that is.
NoobTube to be back. That was one of my favorite guns
Yeah.
that I played with in the past, in like middle and high school.
She's tall. Well, everyone else is sitting,
It's
so I don't know how
definitely a
tall
nice
she
thing to
is.
have to get those
She
easy
used to be on Fox
eliminations,
with
and I'm looking forward
Colin
to
Cowherd.
using it today.
We were just talking, actually. You play with a lot of celebrities, a lot of traditional sports athletes.
But I think she's on
Who has
ESPN
been
now.
the best player you faced off against in Call of Duty?
In Call of Duty? Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't played a lot of celebrities in Call of Duty yet. It's been in other games, but
Well, we got to get them on it. Who would you want to play in Call of Duty?
I think I would like to play against Baker Mayfield because I know he's a big COD, Halo, Fortnite fan, so I'd love to play against him in this game.
Got to get him over to Call of Duty. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited to see you play.
I'm excited to play.
Both consoles have
Maven, back
friends.
to
They
you.
only have
Thank
one,
you so much,
I
Christine
bought.
and Joe. You're a
Yeah,
fan, right?
yeah, makes
Tell
sense.
you what, I woke up today feeling dangerous. I love that
How
answer.
the hell did they
Baker
get Christine
Mayfield.
Leahy?
Come on,
That's
now,
insane.
kids. Let me tell you, I would love to play some COD with you.
Well, it's probably been fun. You know, you've got decades of failure, and now
Yeah,
this is your year.
Yeah, people always ask me what's it like to wake up on Sundays, and I don't know. Well, this year, you know, to see what all the excitement is about. But yeah, I mean, Baker, if you want to ever get carried in some COD, I'm your guy. I got you.
I'm not your guy, but I'll play with you. I'll be dual carried. But no, it's not only going to be Christine. We also have America's next top fitness model. We've got from the CWL is Douglas Sensor.
Oh,
Martin. How you
God.
doing, Doug?
I'm doing well, Clint. How you doing?
Sensory.
That's great, man. That's
Orton's
awesome.
gonna get back in here real quick when he
You
sees
got
Sensor.
Jack down there, don't you?
No, listen, man. I'm with the one and
Type of chick
only
only they dudes that are
Courage
7 feet.
JD right now. So, Courage, you've never played Call of Duty multiplayer before. You played the 2v2. You've never played this multiplayer yet. I know you're not a competitor. I know you're a streamer full time. You're an entertainer. But this is a big deal. This is the multiplayer reveal. I know you want to put on a show. What are your expectations?
Doug, I have one of the highest earnings in the last Call of Duty game. If you check esportsearnings.com, I am absolutely a competitor, first off. Second, I'm ready to scream and get loud and have more people on Reddit saying, oh, I don't play COD. But guess what? I've been playing since Call of Duty 3, and I'm going to show you the best classes you can have today. Look at this. In the creator classes, you can put 5 attachments per weapon. Do you hear that right now?
5 attachments.
I have AR class. I have SMG class. I have a precision rifle, like a marksman type rifle. I have a run and gun AR, and then I have a sniper SMG overkill quick swap class so that I can be the Pomage I want to be on the inside, but the Scumpy on the outside.
I just have one thing to say. I just literally 2 minutes ago, Jack was just helping out Doc over here with the settings. I don't know what he was doing. Something tells me that Jack has something up his sleeve. Clint, we're going to roll it back to you now.
I want to point out, Clint, before you take that, I actually helped Jack out with all of his classes.
Yeah, he had no idea what he was talking about.
No idea.
Wait, so all that bragging he just did about his classes, you did that?
So he looked at me and was like, what do I use? I was like, don't worry, Jack. We're friends. I got you.
I mean, we got to play a little bit yesterday.
Right,
You know,
right.
we got a couple of secrets, and it looked like you were helping him out.
Little tips and
he had
tricks.
no idea what he was talking about.
Not as well.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's going to be us 4, and we're going to have Christine and Sensor also helping us out. So thanks, guys. They'll be kind of getting feedback, chatting with the players over the course of the day. But it's time to get into it. I want to get into the gameplay. It's going to be the 6v6 gameplay we're going to be hopping into. I'm excited for this because we went back to 5v5 this year. We're now back to 6v6. I believe we're going to be starting out. It's going to be runner domination. So
I wonder what they're going for
I'm sure
competitive.
most people are familiar with domination, but just at the
Wonder if they're gonna have
basic
5v5
level,
or
Joe, talk to me
4v4.
about domination.
Yeah, domination, 3 flags, A, B, and C. You get
Been
points by
watching Steam
capturing
pretty
those
safe.
flags.
Stuff
The
looking
more
forward to more.
flags you
Hey,
have,
appreciate
the
it,
more
man.
points you get, and, well,
Appreciate it.
you win the game
We'll have more
by
stuff.
having
Probably
all
coming
those
tomorrow
flags and
because I'm
getting
probably gonna be
all
watching
those
this for a
points.
little
So,
bit,
yeah,
and then I
mean,
gotta head
everybody
out
knows domination, but you want to get as many flags
afterwards.
as possible.
But
Well, hopefully shortly here, the guys will be
probably have some
loaded
stuff
up,
coming
and, we've got a lobby
tomorrow and
full.
over the
We've got
weekend. A lot of
a ton
stuff.
of different games going on. I think we're going to be
Lot
hopping
of
kind of
stuff.
pod to pod to just show off
There's so much
different
stuff in
players
this
throughout the
game.
course of this. Jack is just slugging energy drinks right now, hyping himself up. Jack, what are you saying now?
He's just screaming.
Jack just loves you.
Whoever did the seating chart needs to be fired immediately.
He's
That's
too
what
close
it
to
is.
us right now.
Get him, him and Legion just tossing the back. It's got to be tough, too, for him because he's sitting next to Doc, who is just basically better than him in every way. Doc's, what, like 6'8"?
He's also way taller than him.
Lean muscle.
Way taller.
Consoles play? I have both.
Joe,
I have
or
Xbox
Jack's
One and
looking like
PS4. I
Frodo-esque
mainly play
next to him
Xbox,
at
though.
the well, at least they're even sitting down, though, he's got 12 inches on him.
He's incredibly more talented.
This shouldn't be the roast of Jack.
Oh, you're
okay?
right. You're
Look,
right.
Jack's a fantastic player. But let's get to the action, right? That's what everyone is here for. Let's see some multiplayer 6v6 domination. I think the map they said was going to be runner. This is a map that we had a brief little bit of games on. Not one we've had
All right,
a couple
get some
maps yet, but
gameplay.
A couple of maps.
How's it go?
It seems pretty good.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Yeah, I mean, there's some doors I know that the devs were talking about that you can interact with, a couple of different buildings with, you know, again, it's not your typical 3-lane map that we're sort of used to these last couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see the way the players sort of move on the map.
Well, kind of hearing the philosophy from a lot of the developers about those power positions. Would you have, Nambos, would you have one big tip? With the game slowing down, with it being power position focused, from your heyday back with Modern Warfare, what would you recommend to a new
Alright,
player?
since they're full on the
positions,
gameplay.
just try
Oh,
to
never
check
mind.
every single
Okay, never
angle,
mind.
right? Like, you got to slow
Take that
down
back.
in a game like this
I
because
thought they were gonna
those
full screen the
ARs are
gameplay the
very
whole time, so I was gonna
powerful,
move my face
when
cam
you
out
get
of
to
the
those
way.
power positions, just try to check every single angle and don't focus
Okay, maybe they
so
are.
much on one spot.
I love that we're starting off with Shroud as well, by the way.
That's who I mean, if we can just watch
You
Shroud
move
all
it
day,
over
I'm
here.
cool with it. That does not bother me at all. The guy, you know he's going to put on a show.
No, seriously, if I had
You
3
guys can
wishes
see all
and
the stuff
everyone
on the
says, like,
screen.
superpowers, being rich, being
Yeah,
famous,
Shroud.
I just want to be able to play games like
It's
Shroud
all
for
cross-play,
24
so
hours.
keyboard can play
Just- that's
against
one of your
controller.
wishes?
Yes.
Not
No,
even
I'm
We'll
not
see
just
how
for
he does.
24 hours.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I guess you're right. That's a really dumb wish, because I guess I could just do it forever, couldn't I, Joe?
Yeah, you could.
Well, we'll check out the actions. He's, I think, just trying to get through his loadouts, trying to get his sensitivity all squares. The guys were just getting set up here as we were going through stuff with Joe and Jeff from Infinity Ward, but the game just looks so good, man. It was awesome hearing them kind of talk about the engines, everything that's been added to this from a lighting standpoint, from, what was it called, photography?
Sounds right.
You remember? I know, what was the word? Oh, I butchered the hell out of that. Photography?
We'll go with that.
Okay, I don't think that's right either.
Either way, it's insane, right?
I'm not the best with words, man.
Taking pictures of pretty much everything and putting it into the game. That's absolutely incredible. I'm pretty sure I saw TP as well.
TP's in this lobby.
He's on the other team, so we'll keep our eyes out for
Shroud
a
killed
team with
Myth.
Shroud finally started to heat up. He started off with a sniper rifle. But just
Hey,
as
so I
said,
have
he
to
said,
crush in the
"No,
kill
it's not for
feed."
me. Let me change things out.
Man's a big
I'm
reason why my
scouting
channel's
the,
where it's at.
Yeah, he's got the M4 in hand, and I know you and I were
It's
having
crazy
a
they
lot
got
of
him
fun
out here
with
for
this
that.
M4. I mean, Call of Duty classic, right? Just such a good assault rifle at any range that you want to use it. And I mean, we were talking about the benchmark, all the different attachments that you can have. Shroud's got a couple on here.
TP just killed Shroud. That's now the highlight of TP's career.
Yeah, what's cool is when
One
I
of
saw
them.
Shroud, when I saw Shroud enter that building, there was a ledge there, and it gave him the option to mount his weapon. So now you
So
can mount
crazy,
your AR,
this is
and it'll
crossplayed.
reduce that recoil, and you can
nuts.
kind of just lock down one lane with your AR mounted. So it's kind of a new
Dude, the
thing.
gun
they added. It's a
smokes,
kind
yeah,
that we've never
dude.
really seen before on your main AR. That you
All
can
the
do.
bullets,
I think that's gonna stress
trails,
really
and
good
smokes and
tactical
stuff.
and
Just
lethal use. If
everything's
you've got a
flying
solid
everywhere. It's so
player set
cool.
up in a power
This map
position
looks
like
dope.
that, it's going to be bananas to deal with.
And of course,
Well,
let's not
he's using
forget,
a
at any point,
sniper.
you can
I was like,
you
why
know,
is that
hit
ADS
start,
so
go to your
slow?
classes and customize it in the game. So if there's a certain player in a certain power position you want to try and get rid of, well, you can very quickly, if you wanted to, for example, put a sniper scope on an assault rifle, turn it to single fire, and bang,
Yeah,
right
there's
there
just
you
so
still have your
much-
favorite gun.
There's just so much customization in this game, and I'm a big AR guy, especially in Modern Warfare games. I love using assault rifles, and to change something like an M4 into a burst gun, I just think it's so amazing and awesome that you have that ability.
Well, I think one of the big things that everyone continues to talk about, there's going to be different power positions, and how do you get those players out of their power positions? And maybe one weapon with one customization doesn't work, but you continue to make those changes. So we'll see how the players continue to work on it. We'll see what adjustments they're making.
I think, Ben, you were pointing to me that, what was this,
I think
Streak earned by
Skadoodle, yeah.
Skadoodle?
Skadoodle, he's already earned
He's
himself.
got an
one
AK
he
with
has the General
75
Select.
bullets?
He hasn't earned that yet. I
Damn,
am
he's
curious
got
to
that
see
thing
if
kitted.
anyone today actually earns that,
Someone
because I know, Joe, your first game, you sat down and I was like, oh, I get to be on Joe's team. Juggernaut first game. I was like,
Noah
okay.
J just destroyed Skadoodle.
Well, and I'm actually excited to see Sky when he pulls out that sniper, right? I mean, he has the nickname American Sniper for a reason, has the AK right now, but we know when this guy gets a scope in his hands, he's gonna make some plays.
A couple more streaks available as well. So things starting to heat up. Here is Jericho. Of course, he's picking up a couple kills. And again, I do want to reiterate, cross-platform. Even here at the multiplayer reveal, a couple guys going to be on PC, a couple guys on console.
So we just saw something cool out of Jericho. He just changed his gun to full auto as he was entering that room. Unfortunately, he doesn't get that kill, but I like the idea of going into close quarters combat and switching to the full auto and try to spray him down.
Well, the game just flipped on its head a little bit. They had a 3-cap there for a moment, which really allowed them to push out a massive lead, but quickly the red team get back in control. But we'll stick with Jericho's POV. I want to see if these streaks start to come into play. But Jericho, obviously, he has been a long-standing community member in Call of Duty since really the dawn of time, Ben.
Oh, yeah, he's been playing for a very, very long time. Of course, a fantastic content creator as well. It's always good to see him and see what he can try and bring to the table here. But you can see the
Damn.
okay. Jericho, try to gas you up. Come on, man.
That's like your scoreboard you pull up in the game.
Doorways, you see that MP7 submachine gun.
Well, you were the guy kind of running the gun because we were playing yesterday with 10 of us.
I really want to play
I'm
this.
mostly an AR guy because I'm slow, and you were flying around smoking
Sick
me. Is that what it was, the
shots.
MP7 you were
No,
using?
MP5.
It was MP5. Okay.
Yeah, I think the MP5 is
Can't believe how
the
many
weapon
different
I had
optics
most
are in this
fun with
game.
on
Like, like you're gonna be able to customize your guns forever. It's gonna be so much replayability.
Call of Duty classic.
It's gonna be dope.
Them close to your chest.
Man, you know, just saying.
What was that? Ben, what was the burst gun that you obliterated me with a couple times?
It was when he was.
I thought I got sniped, man. I just got ripped off the map.
It's the class I told Jack to put on. So when we get to one of Jack's games, I'll kind of talk you through it. But there's a couple of weapons which I've kind of tested out. Because naturally, you know, you get your hands on a new Call of Duty for the first time. Like when the open beta comes out, you're going to try everything, right? Because you want to get the biggest advantage as quickly as you possibly can. There's a couple of guns where I think, you know, come open beta, going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, and you know, talking about that MP5 that Joe is using, I remember I made a class after he destroyed me with
MP7,
it,
yeah. I saw the
just put every
suppressor
single
too, and I
attachment on my
immediately
gun
got
that would
flashback to
make me move
MW3.
faster. And it just felt amazing on the map, being able to move so quick with that submachine gun.
Is this like the M4? I think. There's not a ton of guns in this build, which is fine. As much as you can customize the guns, you can make 40 different guns, I'm sure. But
everything. If you're gonna get,
I'm saying about to be a 40.
little bit of help with
Well,
vertical recall, you're gonna give
unfortunately,
something
we're
else
still
that
stuck
needs,
with it until this
ADS
game's
time,
out.
maybe
But
it's movement speed.
When I was
There's pros and cons to everything.
like I said, I do enjoy the
I think
blackout
he said it in
mode.
rehearsals
I
yesterday
stream
when
it quite a
was
bit
talking to
over on
Jeff,
Twitch, but
Infinity Ward, he said, you know, he's like a big
not a big
MMO
fan of the
and
MP.
RPG fan.
This
He likes
MP
skill
looks
trees and all the
nuts.
stuff that goes into it. So it's kind of what they were thinking of with Gunsmith. You always have that kind of give or take with certain armor pieces that you would use in other games. And yeah, I was going through it, and I was looking at the different
Interested to see how
stops,
the
different
BR is going to
orders.
look in this
If I
game.
do this, I have to, okay, so I sprint slower, but I zoom in faster. And if I do this, I was going through it. I thought it's awesome. Just the amount of potential there is.
Oh, here's the MP7.
Well, we're just so used to, like, you know, what does a grip do, right? It reduces recoil,
Yes.
lets you aim in a little bit quicker. But as you say, there's different stocks now that might help you, you know, zoom in a little bit quicker, but it'll slow you down. There's all these different options. It'll just be so fun when this game releases at beta, like how players want to play with each weapon.
Yeah, there was like a stock. And
The
it's
beta,
like if
when
you
I was
wanna
looking at the
reduce
dates, it
idle
seemed
sway,
really
like, you're
long.
gonna be
Like there was
slower,
like
and
5-6
it just makes a
days
lot
or
of
something
sense.
for each weekend.
You know, I enjoyed sort of this
Which doesn't really
aspect
make
of
it a
just
weekend,
creating
but-
my class and trying to figure out if I want to be fast with this gun or if I want to
Exactly
slow down. Like, when I'm using the M4, am I going to be in a power position? Okay, so on this map,
Damn,
that's what
he's
I'm going to be.
getting beamed.
And again, I think one of the keys, just to kind of reiterate, is you're going to come into those situations in a game, right? You create your class and you think, oh, I wish I'd.
Hurts
you know,
my head to
could-
watch
could maybe be a little bit
PC.
quicker
I'm not
change
used to.
in
I'm
the
used to
game.
watching
It's as
console.
simple as just hit and start.
You have to be
and go to
quick.
your class.
You have to be quick with that.
Well, yeah, but either way, you know, if you know what you want to change, it's, you know, relatively simple to do so.
TP's going off right now. Did you guys see that?
So what are his stats?
17 and 5 from TP.
I just can't play with Nameless again. The guy started out 9-0 yesterday. How many times do we hear about it throughout the course of the night?
Well, TP's freaking beaming. Put us on TP.
You kept killing me.
I think, Clint, one thing you can sort of, from your own personal experience with TP, he's 17 and 5. As TP, what is he doing?
Yeah, I'm a full-time commentator for the Call of Duty World League, but on the side, I am TP's full-time bait.
Right.
And he's a completely selfish player, and he's likely allowing the other 5 members to run in front of him as he picks up the kills. And
I'm going to be honest. What's funny about that? He spent his entire career being a bait player. So when he stopped playing, he's like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to have some fun. So he just baits you every day now, and I can't blame him.
Yeah, he was the guy sprinting in first for a decade. He deserves a little time to dominate. But not surprised to see TP doing well, since he is one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time.
Absolutely.
Call of Duty World Champion.
Jack, why are you looking at me and not the screen, dude? You getting smoked?
He doesn't know what you're saying.
He looks frustrated.
I think he knew what you were saying.
He has no idea.
No, I think he's hungry.
See him sprint through that door. That's dope.
What's the score? 157, 125.
Yeah, another
It's a
MP7.
very tight one.
Looks like Iron Sights.
This is good.
Have you guys seen any guns like that? Maybe you didn't try out
Oh, here we
yesterday
go,
or
we're
got
on
to
the
play
tape.
that have blown you
Dope.
away?
This one,
right
MP7, I was actually very curious. I think I tried it for like one life and didn't like it, but low recoil, but a submachine gun, you're very quick with it. And speaking of TP, and see, it's that field upgrade if he wants to use it, but just protect and see. He knows that they're very close from winning this game.
Teep just kind of going back to his inner competitive self.
Always.
Oh, look at his face, dude. He is dialed
You
in.
see how
Well, that's what. So I think for some of these guys, so
Damn.
we had what a lot of the YouTubers that came in the other day to get
MP7
content, play
looks
the game again. So
awesome.
for some of the streamers, I think it's their first time hands-on. So if you see them earn some streaks, maybe some field upgrades, and not bring them into play yet, I think they're all kind of learning. It's just their first time through. So I'm sure we'll see a lot more.
Well, he's
Now
running
we'll
the
see.
stem.
I think a cruise missile just got earned. Almost smokes another one, but Skadoodle.
One thing we haven't seen yet are the eliminations. Right, the execution style stuff that you can do. We didn't see it earlier on. I'm curious to see if maybe we get that at any point.
It's a marksman rifle. Somebody's got to do it. Wait, Myth is on a 5 streak. That's just what popped up at the top right.
I think so.
Oh yeah, Myth. He's right in front of me. He is. Look at dude. Look how fast his fingers are moving. This guy's turned.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody's hands move that quick.
Doug's behind him, just having a great time watching him.
Doug's like mind blown.
I'm mind blown.
That's
What is
crazy.
this?
It's a shotgun.
That's a
Skadoodle shuts him down.
shotgun?
Close game, 185, 147. Be coming to an end relatively soon, but for the most part, it looks as if the blue team should be able to secure the W.
I wonder if he's going to call these streaks in. He's got that cruise missile.
Oh, Myth just called it a cluster strike, so somebody's probably about to get pounded.
There he goes. Didn't actually kill anyone.
Okay, so I take it back. No one was actually hit. What were they talking about? I believe, again, I think this was talked about yesterday when you and I were just sitting down with the devs, but some of the kill streaks that are in, right, you have to actually have a line of sight to use them. So it's not like, think of like our current game where you have the Hellstorm, you have the Lightning Strike, you can just pull that in wherever you want. Some of the kill streaks now, you have to have line of sight on enemy to actually use them.
Yeah, that was
so I think it's interesting because you need to get to that, like, power position. It's not. You're not able to call it in off spawn. Like you have to get to like a good angle.
Yeah, basically have like a laser target that you need to just kind of put your laser out and be like, all right, this is where I want to drop my.
Team. All right, team. I think you got a hit marker there.
That's right. Oh, it is team.
Look at him.
Oh, it is. He knows. All right, Mr. Polchow.
I think Stroud also had the same gun,
That's
and he
awesome.
did shot. And Teep said, "You know what? I'm taking you down."
Call of Duty World Champion.
Close game, man.
It's not like the Tiger Woods right there.
Oh, we are going to be having some fun. That is just one of our many
awesome.
matches that are going to come here today.
Yeah, TP was popping
so
off.
far, I think we're all just
He's
excited.
a
I mean, for us,
beast.
we just want to get hands-on with it. We have to wait for the open beta coming in, September? But, Ben.
I'm kind of disappointed the beta's in September.
You made a joke at the very beginning, and you're like, yeah, we're probably going to be no life in the beta.
Kind of disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, that is exactly what I'm
I
going to
want
be
to play
doing.
20v20.
Is our squad?
That's later
When it's here, it's going to be a good
right
time.
before
So
the 2v2.
I was hoping it'd be end of August.
I mean, that's the most we've ever had, right?
Yeah, Ground War was previously what? It was 18, I think it maxed out at. I mean, now we have 20v20. I mean, that's.
I don't even know what to expect from that.
If you get streaks in a 20v20 game mode, oh my lord.
You got like a 7-man cruise.
I'm just imagining the kill feed right now. Squads just locking down different lanes.
You get a chopper gunner. Imagine the kill feed.
Yeah,
be insane.
All right. Well, before we get into more action,
Shoot.
we're gonna have more
Dude,
matches
that'd be
to come.
nuts.
I
Or
believe we
getting
do
a
have
nuke in
Sensor
it.
on the floor with an interview. Douglas, take it away, pal.
Hey, thanks, Clint. So I'm standing here right now with Myth, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, no pun intended. I'm watching him play this game for the first time. You started off a little bit slow. You started popping off the end.
Yeah.
What are your first initial thoughts on this game?
It's a lot of fun. I think that just like, so the class that I created, I could already see how the dynamics you could create for yourself with choosing different things. And so like my class was very much run and gun. I had the stim as well, so I was able to sort of just heal myself on the go if I got shot, and that allowed for a lot of just really good aggression. And as I got into the swing of it, like later into the game, I was like, okay, I know the rhythm, I'm ready to attack.
Yeah, you were getting more excited as at first you're like, oh no, I'm not playing well. Oh no, guys, don't make fun of me. Like I know there's a lot of pressure, but no, you started getting the rhythm into it. You started playing really well. You got a world champion on your team, carrying you guys to the win. I just wanted to know, like, I'm jealous, man. I want to be on the floor right now playing this game, and I'm sitting here watching you, so I'm living through you right now.
I'm surprised
You
Sensor's
played
not
well.
playing.
You guys got the first win.
That's kind of
I want to bring it
surprising.
back to the desk, back to Clint.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
this
we
is
were
the
watching
replay.
like
Okay.
Stroud or Teep's POV, and I saw Myth pop up at the 5-shooter. I saw him before this. I was like, if you put a lot of time into caught in the pass, he's like, yeah, I'm going to fry. I was like, oh, okay, all right. And,
well, at least he's confident.
yeah, no, he absolutely was.
I love
but
that.
We've got an interview with Sensor, and then I think our next one, I believe we have Christine Leahy, and she's going to be with TP. Now, Christine, I need you to ask TP right away. I play with him every single day. Can you ask him what it's like to play with someone such as myself? Oh, God.
What it's like to play with you?
Yes.
Well, let me ask him, TP, what is it like to play with Maven? Maven wants me to ask you this question.
Playing with Maven has really fine-tuned me into the player that I am today. Playing with him, it makes my life a lot more difficult. So if you really want to get better at Call of Duty in general, or probably any game, play with that bald man over there.
Oh, that was really sweet. I was expecting some trash talking, but that was really nice.
I love you.
We just came from Sensor, who I know has a really sore spot, because of you. You beat him in 2014.
Right.
So there was
Yeah,
that.
I mean, Doug's a great guy, great player, but, I got a lot of chips on the guy.
Oh, Sensor can play, best
A lot
believe.
of championships in COD, so.
Sensor
There's the
can
trash
play some
talking I was
COD.
looking for. It looked like you guys were having a lot of fun with this one. You had an awesome game. Why was that?
Honestly, I just kind of figured out how the domination spawns pretty quickly on that map. When I got the UAV, the main map was up. I knew exactly where people were going, and I was just kind of shooting a lot of people in the back and in the side and stuff. And then when it came to like my weapon selections, I read through a lot of the attachments to see what kind of play style I wanted to go for. So I think I had the edge there.
I got to ask you, too, you're one of the best Call of Duty players out there. What do you think of the new game?
It's amazing so far. This build feels extremely smooth. I'm having a blast. That first map we played was a lot of fun. And man, that sniper rifle was feeling pretty good there, or the marksman rifle actually. So I'm having a good time.
All right, Maven, back to you.
Thank you so much. More action. So we got one 6v6 in. I thought TB was gonna cook my ass. I thought he was gonna roast me to no end.
Oh, he was okay.
It was pretty.
He just went off.
I mean, I mean, you're his trainer, right? Like I mean, you're the reason he's in the shape that he is, right?
Yeah.
That's what
if only I could help him in the coaching department. But we're gonna. I'm kidding. It was just a joke. We are gonna continue moving through. That was one of our. I believe we're doing 4 6v6
that's
games.
rough.
So that was just one. We have a ton more action to come. Are we hopping through various maps? You guys can see some of the different looks. So I think one of the most important things to players, whether you're coming from a competitive background, pub background, it's the maps, right? Like, you have fan favorites from the past. You always have high expectations coming into the next game. So I think it's really cool to showcase some of these different maps, Ben.
I think the key is as well from what the guys at the studio were saying is they're just a little bit different. The way they've been created this year is more kind of based off the realism.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
and I was talking to
we got
Jeff,
TD
right,
on
who
this
you guys
time.
had up here, and he was
I'll
part of
see
the
your
team
cave.
that made like Crash and
Wait,
Backfire.
seriously?
All the old,
Modern Warfare 2,
So some of your favorite
High-Rise.
maps, it's
Some of the
just-
favorite maps was that guy up
And
here.
he just came back to the team for this title, right?
Right, yeah. So this is a guy that
We're in good hands.
He creates some Call of Duty classics.
All right, chat. We got
That
to see
makes
a
me
lot of
even more
stuff.
excited than I
Got to
already
watch a little
was,
bit of
but
gameplay. What are your
this will be
thoughts?
the next
You guys
map,
like
and
what you
we're
don't like?
on with the
I'm sure a lot of
6
people aren't
foot
fans of the No Mini Map right now, but we'll see. They're
Dr. Disrespect.
they're making some adjustments to the game, and they might bring it back at some
I don't
point. So we'll see.
It's impressive.
What do you mean? It's
They're not
like,
real, they're
He's got
CGI.
like some infrared technology. He's talked about it before.
That-
got dock
good
now.
point.
This-
Good
it
point.
helps him out.
You're right, Joe. You're right.
With the AUG.
Oh, he's behind a couple.
I'm sure about accuracy like that though.
So he's just getting used. He's getting warmed up.
That's true.
Listen,
Take
Ben, you can't be judging people's accuracy, all right?
I definitely can. I was frying everyone yesterday.
Now we're lying up here.
See that lean?
Listen, TP's bait.
Yeah, no, I know. That's my permanent job.
Take
I'm
out
okay with that. I've
UAV,
accepted
like
it.
the kill streak itself.
Ooh, all right, all right.
Doc on the hutch.
Be an adjustment.
part is
Thing
how you
yeah,
set
I
right
think it'll
from
take some getting
zero.
used to.
That
But
was
I
just
think
one of those,
it's like I think it's an
That
advancement for
wasn't
COD, but in a
Pretty
good
good
way.
here,
Well, to be fair, Hutch did get put in last second. I think he had to fill in for someone, so he got here last minute. Maybe he's just warming up, getting into the flow.
Oh, Jack's also in this game.
I feel like
Jack's
it's
got
not
the
the
MP5.
specialist
When
or
we
the
go to
advanced
Jack's
movement
interview, that'll be a
advancements
lot
that
of
they
fun to
brought in the
see how
COD.
he
Like
plays
this
with
is
that
like some
MP5
good
because I'm telling you,
advancements.
That thing is nasty.
It's really powerful. I know you two were
You put
using
that
it
stock on there, you can strafe so fast, and it just looks insane from the player's point of view. And
I
you
just
can just
realized,
be so quick with MP5. It's awesome.
is Kataga and Jack on the same team? I'm pretty sure they are. That's going to be a pretty powerful team with Duck as well. That team's going to be very strong. Very strong. Again, you talked about it a little bit, man, but the 2v2 exhibition towards the end of the day.
Be more realistic without the
I'm
UAV.
very excited to see who comes out on top.
I
for
mean,
that 2v2
I don't think they're going
Well,
for
I
like
think-
the
I saw
most
the
realistic,
fight for a
but
second. I think
I mean,
saw a couple of the
especially when they don't have a
team
mini
players
map, I
where
feel like
people are
no
sitting
UAV
together.
just would be.
It'll be interesting.
I don't know.
think
I don't know how
Shroud's
that would
Canoodle
work,
are
but
sat next to each other in a pod.
That can be a foreign auto here. Just gotta learn to
Yeah,
adjust.
so,
Yeah.
if that's how it
I don't
works
think
out,
it's
I'm
like
not
a
sure
game
Grandma
mechanic
Playoff.
adjustment
Here's the
necessarily,
MP5,
but
right?
it's
This
just a
is the
different
gun you
style
guys
of
were talking
gameplay.
about, just how strong this
This is
really
the
is.
MP5.
It reminds me all the way back to Call of
looks
Duty 4.
dope.
That MP5 was kind of the main sub that a lot of people like to use, and that's one of my favorite submachine guns of all time.
There you go. Yeah, you see those stopping power rounds right there. Like that just comes
So like this
through
game
with
has the
that
manual
fire
heal
for
too,
Jack,
but it's
it
a
just
it's
feels
a
like when I
tactical
used it,
equipment, I
It was
believe.
good from like short to medium range.
So,
right? Like, I
and
know
you
a
only
lot of
get,
sub
I think,
players
one
are
per
looking
life.
for one of
So
those
you
slower
you
rate
can't
of
like
fire
keep using
weapons
it,
that,
you know,
you can,
like get
you know,
because
have
it goes
a
pretty
nice
like
fight
you
with an
heal
assault
pretty
rifle
quick
from
with it.
medium range, and that
But it's a
MP5 can definitely
one-time
do it.
use per life.
You know, so you can change it up, right?
Tactical
Depending on your
ability.
attachments, you can make it better from range, and you can make it kind of just really good up close. So you have a lot of customization options to make it how you want.
Also worth mentioning.
See, like, down on the
talked a
screen,
little
you
bit
can't
about
use it
stopping
anymore.
power Ammo, that's of course the field upgrade.
But if you use it, you
couple
don't
of
get a
choices there,
stun, you
so-
don't get a
It's absurd.
flash,
I
you
think-
don't
what was
get
it
a,
yesterday? I think
you know,
Nameless got
whatever
first
else.
shot at me, and I just popped the stopping power, and he goes, "What just killed me?" I just smoked him. So that'll definitely have an
Nameless
influence
got
on the
full
map.
streaks.
That nade is in your back pocket, pal.
Unlucky. Close.
It's okay. He's going to spawn up with 2 missiles in his kill streak, so maybe see him call these in. And the stopping power rounds available now as well.
It's really unfortunate
Seems
they
like there's a lot
flopped
of
with
players
the volume on
for
this
that.
stream, and I had to like
Yeah.
turn it off for a quick second and change it because I think we lost a lot of people with that. But It's all good.
Powerful field upgrades, that's for sure. It's funny seeing players when they get their streaks. It's almost as if they're so tunnel vision now. Just on, let me just play the game. Let me just focus in.
So like, I think they're on Courage right now. He just got his personal radar, which is his 3 key on PC. That's like that's how you get your mini map up, and I think you get like your own personal like sweeping UAV. I think is how that works. And then he's got like a cluster missile or something. Might be a Predator. I don't know.
Decent amount. Nameless, I know you were scared.
What is he using?
You were scared to come in the cave because I was just dominating.
This AR looks awesome.
There was one point where I got up top and I just didn't move. Mounted my gun.
Fucking
you're dominant. Or what game mode did we play on? I think we played on what was it? It was.
I think we were playing Hardpoint, weren't we, when we played this?
Back with an MP5.
It was a ton of fun on this map, that's for sure. But we'll change perspective. Take a look at Mikolo.
Gataga's 12-3 right now going on.
Honestly, as soon as I saw Gataga was going to be here, I was like, yeah, that's a guy who I just know is going to dominate. Another, former competitive Call of Duty guy. You just kind of know.
Yeah, but he's always been really good at, like, I don't know, just like finding power positions early on, like putting up big numbers. He was always a flashy player.
It's crazy,
like, that's
man.
What he was
there's so much
known
stuff
for,
to see.
right?
Like we're
it
just
still is. Like he's just
there's so much
flashy,
information to go through on Twitter and probably Reddit posts and
ability,
stuff, and
with it being kill
so much
streaks
gameplay to
now.
watch from YouTubers that went out.
Yeah.
So much
Honestly,
stuff still to see.
You just post up and you can get a ton of kills.
The
for
stream
you.
quality is decent. Like it's not terrible, but
That's when you can expect them to
it's gonna
break
obviously
down,
look better in
dominate.
like normal
Basically,
gameplay.
Kind of what we saw from TP in game
He's
1 is
like
almost what you'd expect to see from
EMP'd or something right now. That's why his screen's
What were they
fluttering.
hit with if the HUD is...
Maybe a counter UAV?
It could be. Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if it was like a
Was that the
tactical
counter?
or if they were hit with the counter UAV.
Might be the counter UAV.
You just change perspective there? Yeah, here's Gataga. This is what I want to see. What is he rocking?
He's got the M4.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of M4 today.
That's what a lot of us were using yesterday for the most part.
You know
It
why?
seems like your starter kind of comfort AR.
I was gonna say it's one of those traditional weapons, right? You know what you're gonna you know what you're gonna get out of there too.
It's also very good.
There is that too. That is very true, and of course.
I'm not gonna sit here and watch like the whole rest of the stream. I just wanted to go through like the original reveal and kind of check out a little bit of gameplay, but.
And what streaks did he put on? It looks like he's going.
I mean, they're going to be streaming this for hours, so I'm not going to be here for that long. Just watching them, streaming it essentially. I just wanted to get a good look at some of the new stuff, the trailer and gameplay, the dev interviews and stuff. But this is going to go on for like hours.
And he would go on like a 3 or 4 kill streak. He'd call on that personal radar, and that mini map would pop up and notify you where things were on the map.
And hey, just one quick reminder while we're in the middle of this game, because we've been talking a lot about the beta. Just to clarify, you have to pre-order for early access to get to the open beta. So pre-order now. We talked about the Dark Edition being available in case you missed that earlier, the night vision goggles, all the crazy stuff that comes with that. The skins in the game.
Limited, right?
It's like a new Pred.
So,
oh, the cruise missile. Okay, that's what it's called. But I was a Predator.
If you want to be part of the open beta,
that was
if you
cool.
want to play against the group here up on the desk, you've got the chance to do that, as well as a lot of these streamers. I'm sure they're going to be putting in time with the beta, but we are in our second map of our 4 6v6s. That
So he's got the UAV up now, or the radar.
The 2v2 gunfight bracket that's going to go down. So a ton of action. I know there's been a public cry to see a lot more of multiplayer. You got what, a 3-minute trailer of all the action. You get 3 or so hours of gameplay today. So much to show.
20-4. Uncontested, man.
20 of their 75.
20 and 10. He got 4 assists. He died 10 times.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jack went 19 and 3.
Yeah, it's actually Courage that was.
All right, Jack.
Yeah.
The Doc had 4 kills. I was expecting more. Expecting more of him.
Wait, Doc had 4.
4 and 8.
He had 4 kills.
Double neg.
He was
That's
camping.
all right. His team won, right? W.
Yeah.
That's what the Doc's about, getting W's.
That's the mentality I have to keep. As long as you win, Joe.
I feel like Doc, if anyone, is probably a team player, right?
Yeah. It's the way you guys not. No, probably not. Probably not at all.
Probably
playing for the win.
Well, they
But
got the win, so.
yeah, so now what we've seen Domination. We've now seen TDM. We'll keep kind of ripping through these, but so far it's been awesome to see some of the gameplay, the different guns.
Probably
these
watch
guys
one
are
or two
using.
more.
I'm hoping as we get further into this, we'll see more of the field upgrades being used. Sorry, the field orders being used. A lot more.
Like I said, I don't want to be
kill
here all
streaks
day
and
for
stuff, so we
hours
get comfortable
watching,
with the controls
like,
and get into
just
it.
It's interesting seeing
streaming
a
the
lot of these
entire
players who
thing
we
because
kind of
this is
know so
going for a
much.
while.
You
but
watch a lot of these guys' streams. You know their individual play styles. styles and just how the game can really adapt to whatever your play style is. Like, for
Check
example,
out
you
some of the
guys,
stuff
you're
from
always going to be more aggressive.
Twitter
the
that
main
I'm
clip of the game works
sure
both
I
ways.
have missed.
Yeah, I think that too, and then how they sort of change their weapons as time goes on, right? Right now, people are just trying to put on a show, like Jack's doing with the MP5, like Yotaga is doing with the M4. As you know, we get into an hour or so, they're going to try out the different snipers, try out all these different crazy weapon attachments. It's going to be fun, because you know later on that's what they're going to try to do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe. But before we do hop into the next 6v6, we've got Christine Leahy on the floor with Miss Vixen.
Yes, I have Miss Vixen here. So I was just standing here watching you play. I think you might be one of the most vocal players out here. Does that help you in your game?
Relieve stress in a way, you know, you just got to be vocal about it, communicate with your team, obviously. So yeah, it helps a lot.
So you told me this game wasn't exactly your best, but the one before was great. Yeah. What do you think of the game so far?
Okay, so the guy that created the maps in COD 4 and MW2 is the one that made these maps, or is the he's the multiplayer director.
One area and then you just rotate around them.
So he worked on this game, and I'm assuming helped make the maps.
Around the map,
So that's who the MP director is, the guy who made the maps back in COD 4 and MW2.
With certain guns,
it's interesting.
So far, I love it.
Okay, so this next one, then you're going to win.
Got this. Search and Destroy, I was awesome. Team Deathmatch was a little bit of a struggle because I didn't know the map, but this next one I'm for sure going to dominate.
I have faith in you. Maven, back over to you.
Thank you so much. All right, so awesome to hear. I know I am very, very vocal, and it is a stress reliever. When I'm playing, I want to scream, I want to get loud, I want to let people know I dominate them, and when I get killed, there's an excuse every single time that I like to utter. But no, I like that. You got to have some passion, man.
Every time you die, you ask for a clip to rewatch it, to make sure that actually happens.
Can you clip that? Can you clip that? How'd he kill me?
Clip it! It's either that or you blaming Copper, so.
I have a German short hair pointer that is very high energy, and at times he literally rips my headphones off and jumps on my back, pulls my controller out of my hand. Those are valid excuses, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, he just thinks they're chew toys. So.
He does.
Great toys.
We have not done a good job training him at all, but I love him very much. We haven't done a good. I just give him treats.
Okay.
I just buy him toys constantly. It's all I do. Half of my money is spent on dog toys.
It's a well looked after pup. And that's what matters.
Right? That's true.
And
that is true. I believe we're just kind of waiting on the other 6v6 because we got a couple pods going down. We mentioned there's 36 streamers here. So one of the games has ended. We're waiting for the other one to wrap up before we get into our next map in mode as we continue through.
Well, before we jump into the next game, I think it was what? Dr. Disrespect, you said went 4-8, right?
Oh.
Pretty poor performance. And I see Censor's getting ready to talk to the Doc himself. Doug, you got to find out what happened to the Doc in that last game.
Yeah, so I'm live right now with the two-time Blockbuster champion, the one and only, the Mr. Dr. Disrespect. He's just taking his time, guys. He deserves it, man. He's a two-time champion. He wants to take his time. Just let him gather his thoughts. Honestly, Doc, I was sitting here behind you. First of all, I have to say, I'm a huge fan. I need to shake your hand, man. I need to shake your hand, man.
Finally, good to see you in person and meet you in person.
You as well.
Big fan as well.
Yeah, so I was watching you, man, and I have to be honest, dude. I wasn't too impressed. I just had to be blunt. Like, I wasn't really seeing many good things for me to talk about right now. What was going through your mind on that last map?
I was closing my eyes. It's something I do. I challenge myself internally to see if I can really visualize the game without even having to look at it, right?
So if you guys want to see the entire gun list, it looks like Apollo from Carnage has the entire gun list up.
That's going to change.
He just tweeted it out.
I've got the right grips
like 20 minutes
on the
ago.
right weapons, and I'm attacking Hamlins. I'm attacking to all these guys that are screaming and yelling across the entire room, and it's making me sick. Got it?
We appreciate your time, Doc. Thank you. Back to you, Clint.
That was intense.
2-8. I thought it was 4-8. I gave him 2 extra kills.
I think it was 4.
Either way, it's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, he was getting into his zen,
eyes
right?
closed.
Eyes closed. Yeah. He was just getting a feel for what was going on. You can't blame him. I do it sometimes.
Sometimes I challenge myself, playing with one hand, closing my eyes.
Naturally.
You think he's actually going to turn it around, Joe?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a lot better in the next game.
I hope so.
I'm not
His eyes
too
were
confident.
closed. I believe him. His eyes were closed.
Nameless.
Next game will be fine.
You've been a professional player.
Yeah.
You're no longer a professional player.
Yeah.
But if you could rewind time to when you were a professional player, what bit of advice would you give to Dr. Disrespect right now?
You know what? Just go with the flow.
Open your eyes would probably be the number one.
Open your eyes.
We got Hackney Yard.
These
They're
guys
playing
scream from
cyber
across the
attacks.
room. Just tune them
Retrieve
all
the
out
EMP device and plant it near the enemy's
I'm
data
excited
center.
because we're heading over
this
to
is a new mode.
6v6 Hackney Yard
Huh.
Cyber Attack. This is
Interesting.
It's a new mojo. We got a little bit of hands-on experience with this one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture of like old school sabotage. There's one bomb with like a search and destroy. You can respawn. It's like round based. It's a lot of fun.
You can pick up your teammates as well, right?
Yes.
That was something else that you can do when it comes to cyber attack. This is
the first time I think anyone's seen this, right? Like I don't think there's been anything.
No, yeah. I believe this will be the first time.
This will be very, very cool. We're just waiting for the people to load up, but it should just be a moment. Again, we were waiting on one of the pods to finish, but it will be cyber attack.
Sabotage
So this
and
will be the first
search.
time you've been able to see this mode. Very, very cool. Probably going to be a fan favorite once we actually, get into the beta, get into the release later this year. But we'll kind of talk you through it and how it works once we get into it. But we're going to see who can step it up. Doc was pitiful. Gataga and Jack were dominant.
Teep was fantastic.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm mostly, honestly,
There were
as
19
much as I'm
guns in
gonna
the build.
love the
Isn't that how many
66,
were in
the
like
10,
Black Ops
20,
4 at
I
launch?
am really excited for the gunfight side of this.
Something
I can't wait.
pretty close, I'm sure.
Because I know, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, everyone has that little bit of
Not to mention all the weapon customization
No
you
one
can do
likes
in Modern Warfare to make different
wanna see
guns,
some snipers,
essentially.
man. I wanna see
There's the
Sharp pull
lobby.
that
Look
sniper
at
back out. I
that.
know
That's
you got a little
cool.
bit frustrated in the
It's
beginning.
like an old school
I wanna see
lobby.
him pull it back out in the next game and watch him play and see what some of these
Looks
players can
dope.
do, because we have some great snipers in this room.
We sure do.
I'm just laughing at it. I'm still thinking about like Doc, because not only do we have obviously our main broadcast here on the Call of Duty channel, but all these guys are on their personal streams. He must have been getting cooked in his.
Oh, absolutely fried. Twitch chat was probably not generous for him, but I mean, looking around the room, and we've seen a couple of the pods, but there's still so many other great entertainers, great streamers, great players that we have to look at. One player I am very excited for is actually Legion. May surprise you. I'm not necessarily sure what gameplay we're going to get out of there, but I had a chance yesterday to mess with some of his settings, so I'm curious to see if he's going to realize.
You messed with his stuff?
No.
Absolutely.
That's,
Messed with all of his
you're
settings.
sabotaging him, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, no, you actually did that?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, he's probably fixed it by now, right?
No, I don't think he has.
Oh no.
Oh, so the nuke's not in
Legion is
in
one of
this
my
build.
favorite personalities.
I wonder if it'll be in the beta.
Exactly. He's so funny.
He's musically gifted too.
Yeah,
Country Greg?
he's an artist, man.
Yeah, no, he is.
So we got
he is
Hackney
he's something.
Yard. Let's
Shout out
see
to
it.
Country Greg one time.
All right, well, we're into the next one. Cyber attack.
He's got overkill.
So if you guys see at the bottom, it says type to
shotgun as
chat.
well. See what he runs with.
So new in this game, because of crossplay,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to type in text chat. Kind of like on PC with most CODs, or if you do like,
Speaking of Legion,
you guys play
and
Rocket League?
Syndicate are in this game.
Oh, they are?
You're going to be able
They're
to do
on the
that in the
opposite
game.
team, so we'll see how they are.
Okay.
Then to get the zombie master.
But you'll see, there's one bomb on this one.
Neutral bomb.
Neutral bomb.
You can
Yep,
send like
and
little
both
text
teams
chats
have,
that'll appear on
there's
there.
A plant site, if you will.
Since there's
Yeah,
not
it's
going to be
EMP,
like
and you have to get it to the
full-on
opponent's
voice
data
chat
center.
with
And I'm curious if even the
crossplay.
players realize
I'm assuming.
exactly what kind of the situation is, because again, you can pick up your teammates. A couple of doors to worry about, but 3v6, the blue team don't spring into life here, but they're all gonna fall.
Yeah, I forget when we played
Oh,
it.
dang.
You can get them back up, right? But you can finish the kills. Like I'm trying to remember, we only played this once.
I think you might be able to. There's like a finishing move. I think so.
But you have to be on top of them.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, one of the players dropped it. I didn't see that res symbol because we saw like a medical symbol when we played. That's why I was wondering if we're in a different mode than we thought we are.
Get it, Greg?
No, you can see the medical symbol.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
right there.
okay. Oh,
You
there
see
it is.
the
You're
little
right. You're right.
plus?
Okay.
Dang, Greg!
I didn't see it when they first got drops, but
I don't know this dude is, but he's a beast.
2v3.
Honestly, use that round one. You absolutely may as well. Could give
He's
you an advantage,
beaming.
but now it's a 1v3. Unfortunately for Greggy.
They just
He will
got
fall.
trapped in there, right on this map.
I
There's
can't even keep
that
up with
big
everything that's
yard
going on
house
Twitter.
where
There's
there's
so
just
much.
so many vertical like windows. different
so much
floors,
stuff.
And he just got trapped in that garage.
I mean, there's three up top. There's three down low, and the problem is if you saw the door there. If you don't make a play through the door early, you're just going to be trapped in nameless.
Yeah, you just got to grab that bomb and get out there and try to get to the other team's data center. They just kind of stayed in there, tried to pick up those kills. But you could see the other team, they decided to like go outside and use that leverage and go up top, and it worked out wonderfully.
And now you'll see in round two, like the bomb position, the objective position has moved. So we're actually on a different part of the map. So each round, gives you a different look.
6v2 already. I mean, that was blink and you miss it type of stuff. 6v1.
And that's cool. That
I
the
think
bomb
bashing
moves,
open the
like, all
doors
the
is
action
really
won't
cool.
Just take place in one spot the
That's
entire
really
time.
cool.
That's great. In that next round, you can, if there's a spot in the map that you prefer, you can go over there
What's
and fight
going
there.
on? It's like, that was easy.
Yeah, we're winning around so quickly. Well, that was what a 6v1 within 15
that you were
seconds.
talking about.
Wait, is that it?
Yeah, the
Look
FR.
at that. Did he just hip fire him?
It's the FR 5.56.
so
Guys, let me tell you.
Reminds me of like the Type 95.
That's exactly.
Sounds like it too.
It's so powerful. When open beta comes out, if you can get your hands on that, I guarantee you're going to have a good time. Especially if you're, one of the slower placed AR players. I mean, you stack that baby up, and whew, let me tell you, it's a good time.
Oh, nice shot. Syndicate.
Syndicate.
Rips him off a cover. That was nice. A little bit of the lean mechanic there.
What
you
up,
saw.
Cole?
Find out.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, in the 2v2, didn't what Syndicate and Legion beat Teep and Courage, right? Yeah. So Legion got it. He's got it.
This dude's using the marksman rifle.
Little marksman rifle action.
Curious to see how this is going to be reacted. 3 versus 4. It is obviously something we haven't touched on because we haven't even seen it yet. Very, very quick plant times as well. When you get over there, it's really, really quick to put that thing down.
Yeah, I think everybody's still getting used to it, right? So just playing around.
Oh, here he is. So look at his screen. Look at his screen. All the reses available.
Legion's going to clutch this 1v5.
Do you think he plays it selfish and goes for the clutch with the kills, or does he go for the reses?
Well, the enemy bombs aren't, so there we go. He has to disable it.
Well, now he's screwed.
So you can see he's got the...
Just tried to use the throwing knife.
I like the idea.
Oh, he got smoked.
He was close, though.
But he went for it. He went for it. I thought he was going to get the kill there, maybe try to go for a res, but I guess it's tough to get those in when you have the 30 seconds on the clock to actually get through. How long was the res again? I don't remember, but it was pretty quick, wasn't it?
It was a couple of seconds, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't too.
We might see.
Yeah, but like Ben said, I think the plant defuse was much quicker than like your normal search and destroy.
Yeah, way quicker. It's about just really taking control of the other
side. It's like 2.5 seconds, I want to say.
Yep, something around there. But 2-1. Finally, red team gets their first round on the board. Legion not able to clutch a 1v5.
He is trying to run outside the map.
Hey, man.
So to me, this just seems like search and destroy, but you have the ability to revive teammates. That's what it seems like to me.
Oh my God! He sees 2 top window, head gets peeled, and we'll
this
see
is
it.
The burst gun. This is it, right?
Legion just gets smoked.
That gun's getting nerfed.
I told you guys
that gun's getting nerfed.
I'm just waiting for somebody to go up there and mount their gun and just pre-aim that window, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's where tacticals and lethals are gonna be your best friend.
I mean, that's something the guys were saying, though. Like, if there's a door that you can open, you can just kind of throw your stun at it, and it's going to open up. So if you have a sniper deep, there's ways that you can very strategically and very intelligently set things up.
And what's cool
nice
play is with those doors, that you were just talking about, you can kind of crack it open, throw something in there, and then close it.
Yep.
So you don't have to fully just open that door, and just adds a different meta to breaking into buildings and trying to take the power position.
Oh, no, we were playing one yesterday, and someone just barged through a door.
Yeah. It was me. It was me. He goes, Mabe, you scared the hell out of me. I was like,
the door open. Like, what? Obviously, we don't know which doors are what and where they go.
I'm here.
I remember I was looking at Ben yesterday, and I kept opening and closing the door. And he would make me one shot. I'm like, no, you have to come to me.
It was like the juggernaut in the trailer, bro. That was literally me kicking open a door.
A big boy.
Never been known for your subtlety.
No, absolutely never, Ben.
Game looks freaking dope.
What is it, 2-2 now?
2-2, yeah. It's actually become a bit of a close game, and there's a glance at the stats.
Syndicate put his headphones on. I mean, he hit a snipe and then got flanked. It looked like he had 0 awareness.
I mean, he's 7-3, though.
I think his teammate dropped right next to him, too.
So crazy how you can just put like 5 attachments on your gun, and there's no like.
He's having a good time. But,
don't have to do like a pick 10 type thing. Get 3 perks by default.
It's no surprise to you.
Lethal tactical. There's nothing.
Yep. Yeah. Look at this thing. Look
That's
at
a burst
this.
gun again.
Ooh, look at all this Well, he gets the headshot. I mean, both times you see him smoke somebody, it's been that shot.
That thing's gonna get
You see the
nerfed, bro.
shotgun, he has a nice grip on there.
See, you got to revive your teammates,
Well,
folks.
it looked like they were both backing up, too. I think 2 players were trying to do so, and then they got caught.
As MP5 comes out. Love that. Now it's what? Pretty tough spot. 3v2. Couple players still alive. Syndicate is one of them.
Is that 2-shot pistol? That thing is naughty.
3v1, 2v1. This is possible. And here we go.
It's a little res action.
Okay, so it's about what? 3 seconds, maybe a little bit more, 3.5. But you can res your teammates and give yourself a
See,
better
it
chance of
changed
winning.
from a 3v1 to a 3v2 as the res came through.
Both teams.
It's also cool when you're down, you can spectate your teammates and kind of direct them to where you're at. If they get lost.
Oh, except, dude, he just smoked both with the burst gun again.
Oh, it's a 1v1? Oh, my Lord! Who hit that?
Here it is. Let's see it.
Oh,
bang!
Oh,
dang, dude.
The headshot in.
That was nasty.
Was that a sniper or a shotgun?
It's a marksman rifle.
I think it might be one of the marksman rifles, yeah.
Okay.
That was.
So the marksman rifle's a 1 hit to the face?
Composure in the 1v1.
Yeah, right. We've had some, like, in the past Call
Might
of
have
Duties,
been-
like those
might have been
slug
weak, I don't
rifles,
know.
those
Yeah, the
shotguns.
single shot slugs.
Pretty powerful.
That's what it looked like to me. Like, wow.
I love this. Learning. I think it's Syndicate that's popped up there a couple of times.
Do you see up top on the compass those little red markers? That's kind of like what's replacing the minimap.
Tough spot, 3v6. 2v6.
Somebody just died by, what was that? It looks like a shovel in the kill feed.
that is, it's probably what, Syndicate? Yeah. Syndicate. I think that's the throwing knife. Him and Legion.
Was that or one of the lethal mates? Yeah, I don't
Who's
think
this
he's
guy
beating
holding?
people with a shovel.
little trolls that they are.
Let's get this plant down.
Just look at the way he holds the bomb.
But
too.
that's the thing. When you do pick up
Oh,
the
is there
bomb,
only one
lose
bomb
your
you can
weapon,
hold?
Right?
like
You only have the
Oh,
bomb.
okay.
But bang, like that was a second, 1 second. That's so quick.
Real quick, as you said. But 4v2, as a res does come through. 4v3,
Two
but
res.
the problem is you're running out of time. You got 20 seconds to try and defuse the EMP. But again, it is a very quick defuse as well.
Yeah, so we'll see. They read some teammates. He's got the.
Ooh.
Did Lloyd
I
Legion
think he's
just-
by himself up
sniped him?
top.
Oh, that can't happen.
Well, I think
That
there's the
Legion
defuse. Diffuses in.
There's
Dang.
the defuse, but you got to be careful. 'cause-
Soki. Wow.
But it keeps going.
Well, it's a-
It keeps
a 1v2,
going.
but
Okay. It doesn't
if I'm
end
not
on the
mistaken, EMP's
defuse.
still up there.
Yeah, so I mean, they would have to take it to the other team's data center and plant it, or you have to kill everybody.
Or you just go and revive all your teammates. I like this.
So is there like a time limit, or is it just when everybody's dead?
I like that a lot.
Well, both teams are doing it.
There's so much resin going on right now.
Yeah, 'cause it takes time, right? When you're playing a new game mode for the first time, you don't really fully understand all the mechanics, and you're like, oh, by the way, guys, you can revive your teammates. Oh, well, 3 rounds later, sure enough, players reviving each other. Bomb now acquired and picked up. 3 versus 2. Reverse the map, 4v1. Then honestly, blue team should close this out now. This should be 3-3 game.
He said it's all down to Kitty, so we'll see if she can make a couple of plays. She's actually resin teammate, so it's going to be another situation where they're going to probably have to try to defuse this bomb.
Uh-oh.
Well,
My
EMP.
video output's low.
5v2 though. I mean, this is.
That's not
He's
good.
set up with the burst gun. They're not getting through him. He's been frying with it.
Well, here's a look at Kitty.
It was a
Oh,
1v5
no.
all of a sudden for a second there.
Why?
I think she just
My
blew
output's
someone up with a rocket.
Not
I
good.
think that's what happened.
Claymore or something.
Oh, man.
She's gone for.
Well, she's on the opposite side of the map.
It's 13 seconds left at this point. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You may as well just revive your team and give yourself
It's like
some,
my
some
output's
points on
not
the
doing
scoreboard.
very well.
Pat stat or stat. What? Stat
Aha. Oh,
Makes
wait,
sense,
did it
right?
come back? Oh, it came back.
And round over.
It's probably best she
Alright,
didn't
probably
run
just had
that
a lag
burst gun.
spike or something.
She would have died for sure.
Well, I mean, you don't want to feed kill
That
streaks
gun
either,
is-
right? You got to think about that too.
Yeah.
Play your life. Smart decisions coming out of
That
Kitty.
position was
3-3.
amazing up top on that rooftop with that burst gun. You can just dominate.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's
Looks like
such a
the
strong weapon.
Oh yeah.
Honey
It
badger,
really is.
kind of.
And you get stopping power on there as well. Woo-hoo!
I think my job in this is just going to be running around rezzing people.
I mean, you're pretty good at that.
You'd be good at that job too.
Support,
I would.
support player.
I would.
You're back.
We got 3-3.
Time to shine.
It's a
So
I think
go-to.
it's 13
4?
and 6 now.
He's really good at Call of Duty.
Yeah, Tom's good.
Yeah.
Goes to 5.
No surprise. I mean, he's another one of those guys who's played for so many years. But naturally, he's the type of guy who can just kind of pick it up and be like, all right, I get how this works. It's Call of Duty.
I just think this is so cool with the crossplay element. Like, it's just been something I've been wanting for so long to see them compete against each other. It's awesome. Oh,
just
my
hip-fired that
Lord,
thing.
That thing is it's insane.
And he has that laser on it. So
Yeah,
Oh,
just
that's
hip
Kitty.
fire
That's
fried.
Kitty. She's fine with it. 6v2 as well.
I think
so-
people are dying to it a couple times. I mean, what are you using? I'd like to try that out.
I wouldn't even tell him.
Just lie.
Completely lying.
Like I'm using a shotgun. Okay.
Early 6v1. What's the round count?
3-3.
3-3. Yep.
Oh, I see it
all
bottom
tied
left. I
up.
see it
And
bottom left, yeah.
I feel sorry for whoever that last player is because you're about to fall. Sure does. 4-3.
Crazy.
Trying to get a glance at the leaderboard. Oh, there it is. Syndicate 14 and 6.
Dang.
I feel like I want to give Tom some love this next round if possible. I'd love to see what's going right for him. Having a
Match
great
point.
game, but yeah, match point.
This is what, a third of the 4 6v6s?
Yep. Seen a host of different game modes. We've had Domination. We had a TDM. Now this. A lot of fun games to come.
Match point.
There he is.
you go.
There
There's
we
Tom
go.
for you. He's got the MP5. It's my guy. It's my gun.
Oh, behave.
Let's go, Big Tom. He just goes soaring in, shots in, doesn't finish anything. He's frustrated at the fact he doesn't finish the kill. Yeah, he's like, how? Well, Tom, there are 3. Okay, well, he did get hit by her smoke.
I mean, he was team shot there. As
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
He was team shot, so there's really nothing he can do. He's feeling overzealous. very ambitious challenges. Legion, he's spectating, waiting for a teammate to revive him.
It looks like we're going to end up going to the final clinching round here, right?
I think we will. 4-4.
Match point.
Dang.
Round of this.
Last
The tension
round.
is building.
It's a great game right now.
Legion doesn't know where he is if you've been watching his face at all.
Still figuring out. Well, he's trying to figure out
I just want to point out, no. So, because I messed with his settings, I did actually make him the same class I made Jack with a very strong assault rifle, and look what he's reverted to in the final round. This is where Legion is going to fry. I guarantee
Why does
you.
Doug look like a cardboard cutout down there?
Well, we're seeing Doug, and you see bottom left just watching Kitty, because Kitty's got that burst gun.
She's going to clutch in round 9. Well, that car just got smoked.
Yeah, earlier in the game, people kept going to that wall, and they started to pre-aim it. So
Hop in the wall. Yeah, that was not smart.
Yeah,
nice shots.
It was working.
First blood.
People didn't realize it. Now they're like, yeah, we can't go there.
Oh, easy reads.
So, 5v5. Legion does pick up a pick. I knew he was going to revert to his
She's making the
try-hard
play
class.
right now. She's trying to flank that guy, though.
Sneaky. Get him, Kitty!
Oh, how's she going to go through the door?
Get him!
Oh, she just went straight through it.
She got tracker on. She can see the footsteps.
Oh, Tracker's back?
Chasing him downward.
Where'd this guy
Legion.
go?
He's
You
running.
could just pick up the bomb and run.
Running for his life right now.
Oh, there he
She's
is.
on the hunt.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
The
But
bait
Legion-
switch.
Legion is right there, though, so potential for maybe some trades. Yeah, Legion just hopped straight on
He's
the
going straight
revive.
for the revive, yeah.
So smart from
Oh,
Legion.
well, no, I think he got the kill, too. So he did trade the kill and got the revive. But 3 of his teammates dropped right after that.
Uh-oh. 2v5 now.
It's
Oh,
Kitty
it's all
and
down to
Legion.
Legion. A
He's gonna have
1v5.
to go for
I
a
think
res.
Thorben has like 60 kills in this round. He's popped up with the kill feed so many times.
She had some time to work with.
This is the most pressure Legion's ever felt.
Legion has the bomb, so they can't go and play. So they have to kill him right now. So if he can win maybe a one-on-one and res one of his teammates, he has a chance. But he has to win that.
He thought about it, but he knows the other team know where he is. Legion trapped in a corner, nowhere to hide.
So what's cool about
That's a
it
pretty
is you
cool
can
game
force
mode.
people to challenge you. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
Interesting.
a little bit different than some game
It's like
modes we've had in the
basically
past.
just like search
I like it.
with
That
little
was fun.
different
That was good.
plantings
That was
and then
actually fun.
It's
with
a
revives.
really fun time. Big fan of that and how it has to play out.
Legion unfortunately let the team down, but they had a chance to get the win in the final
harsh,
round.
but okay.
I believe we're going to get kind of straight into an interview. I think we've got Doug Sitzer Martin down on the floor with Kitty. They're off a tough round loss. It was tough to watch, Doug.
Clint, it was tough to watch indeed. Kitty.
All right, guys. Well, like I
first of all,
said,
how you
I'm not
doing
going to
today?
stream this entire thing. I think I'm going to call it here. We've been live for a couple hours. We got to see the initial reveal, the trailer, all that stuff. You guys were awesome. A ton of people tuned into it. We topped out at like 90 people. I'm going to back out of this. So
Your team let you
the
down
sound
in that
doesn't
final
blend
round.
with it.
What are your thoughts on that last game you
Second.
just played?
It was really fun.
We topped at like 90 people at one point. It was just, man, insane. Got some donos as well. Appreciate the love. Like I said, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button because we're gonna have videos and stuff coming soon with all the stuff with this new Call of Duty. It looks fantastic. I'm really excited to be able to play it. Beta starts September 12th, and yeah, we'll have more stuff to come with that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to the stream. I'll see you guys in future content, future streams, future videos. But anyway, I think you guys all have a good one. See ya.